Hello, everybody, and welcome. You are watching me play live, all quiet in the trenches. We are on update version 0.6. I don't know if you could see it. Backwards cameras, things there somewhere. We are on version 0.6.1, and we are going to be trying to get from start to finish on hardcore mode. I would like to not lose a single soldier. Tried this in my last hardcore playthrough that ended up actually on YouTube as a series. I think I got to episode 2. Well, that one went out of the window, basically. And we are also then going to be looking at the new updates, as 0.6 has just been released. It is the trench update. They've got stuff you can build. They've got a few extra maps. They've changed the length of camp phases. I think it's 10 days, no longer 12, so you should get a few more turns in camp. Yeah, and along with a few other little changes here and there, which we'll be exploring. Now, I don't know about you guys, it's very, very disconcerting to me. There is currently no game music. I don't know if it's because I turned the game on kind of like 10 minutes ago, and the game music's run its course, or whether it's maybe a little bug that the game music stopped during the intro thing. Obviously, there should be sound whilst we're playing the game, because there is sound. I can hear it when I mouse over my buttons. So without any further ado, let's stop this very eerie quietness. And so we're going to skip the tutorial. Hopefully the new mechanics, I don't think they'll be too difficult to pick up, to be honest. So we're going to skip the tutorial. Obviously single save game and hard mode, which is experimental. And I can agree with that. It's an experiment for me too. Here you go. Here's our background noise. Sure, we'll have artillery shells flying in no time. So, let's jump in, and let's meet the squad. And by meet the squad, of course, I mean let's not go see Von Karsbrook first. Not how anybody wants to start their day. And on that, I would like to say, yes, it is the morning here, so to all of you out there, good morning, depending on where you are. Possibly if you're with the flavour of the game, shall we say, guten Tag. Or guten Morgen. Even. Monday, March 1st, 1915. I can still hardly believe that a few days ago, back home, I had been appointed under-officer in charge of this handful of men. And here they were, sneaking through the trenches behind me, about 100 meters from the enemy positions, with heavy packs and dwindling strength. Let's meet the boys. We have Franz Wellinger. I like this guy. Was blonde, red-faced, and had a mischievous twinkle in his eye. Alfred Lotz, badly shaven, had so far mainly caught my attention through his cynical remarks. Ferdinand Cumberbatch looked small and lost. Oh, that's the point. Let's actually just do a full look. So this guy, oh, he's quick. I like that. What do we got? He's very pragmatic, very sociable, somewhat cautious, fairly diplomatic, and fairly compassionate. We're winning so far. I don't know if we're going to be winning in half an hour. Alfred Lotz. Well, we're winning. So far, I'm going for the troops. We've got Wellinger, Troop 1. That's a win in my book. Alfred Lotz. I think he's okay as well. He's trained in shooting. He's fairly tolerant, very pragmatic, fairly unpatriotic, fairly courageous, fairly sociable, but fairly outspoken. So I need to watch that one. Ferdinand Cumberbatch. Now this guy, I've had him once before. I don't put much stock in him. He's faltering. Although we can get rid of that, actually. But he's clumsy and slow. He is, however, attentive, so he'll be on guard duty quite a lot. And he's somewhat intolerant, completely by the book, somewhat patriotic, fairly sociable, very compassionate, very diplomatic, and very cautious. Jean-Pierre Danner. I love this guy. This guy was in my last playthrough, and if he had ended up at the hospital at the end, I think he could have saved us. He's strong, he's trained in shooting, he's trained in melee, completely by the book, somewhat patriotic, fairly outspoken, and very courageous. And of course, yes, you only start with 4 soldiers, don't you? Yeah, he's, I've had him once before in my very first playthrough. Cumberbatch is not pretty. So, exhausted, we finally found our dugout of Lieutenant von Karsbrook, man number 1, to whom we had been assigned. There you are, Helmut Officer, he greeted me. You seem to have taken your time. Sure you're fit enough to start work straight away. Lieutenant's condescending gaze swept over my men and then rested appraisingly on me. Now, last time in hardcore mode, I tried to lean heavily into keep the lieutenant happy, and then hopefully I can get less jobs, and that will help out my soldiers. This time I'm kind of going to go the other way, because the problem with that is that if my morale drops, the soldiers don't bother doing their jobs properly anyway. And so you lose prestige anyway. So now I'm going to try and keep my men happy, and then hopefully I can do all the jobs I do get properly. And I'm going to lean that direction. So my men are tired. I objected. The train broke down. We had to hurry so that we could. Lieutenant raised his hand. Don't think you'll get away with your lazy excuses with me, Herr Unterofficer. I'll have you put that nonsense out of your mind. Contemptuous look pierced me. Find your sleeping quarters and then report back to me. In the meantime, I will think of a sufficiently difficult task for your group to learn right away what being tired really means here at the front. I looked at my men's faces. They looked dejected and angry, but also grateful for my attempt to stand up for them. Without so much as another glance at me, Lieutenant von Karlsberg turned back to the documents on his table. Welcome to the trenches, Herr Unterofficer. And yep, so we do start in the trenches. Wellinger, yay! Our mood improved, well, like I said, is what I'm going for. I should be able to get the prestige back, hopefully during trench phases. Again, that'll be something I'll be trying. Okay, he went to respectful, and these two went to favorable. Love it. Wellinger, how can I help? We only have the rations we took with us. Where are we supposed to get something to eat around here? Right, I believe the lieutenant will tell me that for the very first one. Go and gather your men. The communication trench has collapsed and must be rebuilt immediately. You'll have to take care of your supplies yourself. Send somebody to the supply depot for that. So, oh wow, a 3-person job to maintain the trenches. I shouldn't have annoyed von Karlsberg. That was a terrible start. Well, I'm going to send everybody except for a good old friend. Come on, Buds, who's going to go get rations. Because I think he'll really struggle digging a trench. So, next turn. That should hopefully at least give me 1 more day's worth of rations. As in, so I'm hoping to go up to 2 days left. Ah, got rid of it all. Flat, sweet. So I've got 3 days worth left of rations. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. This first trench phase, it goes the same when we get attacked. I think it usually lasts about 3 or 4 days. Your group is on night watch tonight. Make sure your men don't fall asleep. Well, we do have one guy who is... we're going to send 2 guys who are completely by the book. I thought him being watchful, having good sight, would have helped. But guess not. Okay, so we've got 2 guys on night watch, 2 guys in reserve. And you're right, at least there's no artillery fire yet. Wait for it. Well, I say that, I actually feel like you don't really get artillery till the second fight. Oh, and at one point, yes, we have... it's obviously not here in this beginning phase, but you do have the ability to be able to build things for your trenches now. We'll have a look at that next turn. Or next trench phase, I should say. Let's keep going forward. We're only just in a good mood, so we're going to try and hopefully keep the people happy. We have. Tommy, here come the French. Oh, no artillery. A few hours ago, the roar of artillery had begun. At first, it was as quiet as the rumble of thunder in the distance. But recently, it had become suddenly louder and more threatening. Suddenly, there was a thud, and not 10 meters from the hiding spot where my men were huddled, an artillery shell shredded the dugout of our neighboring troop. Pieces of wood and metal flew for meters, and smoke obscured the view. The noise was deafening for a few seconds, and then died away as quickly as it had come. An almost eerie, silent gasp of shock power. And my men and I jumped up, pushed aside broken beams, and searched for our buried comrades. We found 2, for whom all help came too late. The third, however, we could still hear panting. He was lying with his upper body trapped under the fallen beams. His face was distorted with pain, and he was barely conscious. My men stood around him, forlorn, and looking over to me for help. Cummerbund said pleadingly, "Herr Unterofficer, we must try to help him." Together, we lifted the beam from his chest and only now saw the full extent of damage. His chest looked crushed and his hip strangely twisted. A long splinter protruded from his abdomen and his shirt was soaked in blood. Dana shook his head. He's beyond help. A mercy killing will save him and us both misery. Now, from past experience, assuming that this is a 100% scripted event, you can't save him. I've never seen him be saved. So, I'm going to put a swift end to his misery. I mean, Cumberbund's going to not be happy with that, but Dana hopefully should. So Dana's got a lot more morale. Do you know what? We're going to have to try to get a stretcher then. Let's keep Cumberbund happy. What, as in since 0.6 the game's gotten even harder? I mean, yay. That's, I didn't complete it before 0.6. This is why all you guys are going to have to stay around and help me with some of these decisions. Get a stretcher, I ordered Cumberbund and Dana. First, I wanted to get him out of this wreckage and then decide whether I would expose my men to the danger of carrying him to the military hospital. There, the nurses could determine whether and how to help him. Defensive positions. Oh, then I can build defensive positions, I think. But then first, the artillery must have destroyed one of our telephone lines. Instruct one of your men to carry this message to the command post immediately. Well, I do have a really fast guy, and so yeah, here we go. We can... Herr Unterofficer, the advanced emplacement has been destroyed by artillery. Now we're missing a well-covered position, and the French have an easy way into our trenches. I'm afraid that if we try to rebuild the position directly at the front line, the French will do their best to prevent it. Right, well, yeah, like I said, I understand. He's probably not going to make it, and I'm leaning that way, but I'm gonna lead into trying to save him because, as I said, Dana was kind of against it, but he's motivated. Cumberbund is not very motivated, and that's kind of the problem. But to deliver the message, we do have Wellinger. He's quick. Hopefully, if it gets done really fast, I can get that extra tiny bit of prestige. Oh yeah, and what's the point? They said they've changed this icon in the update as well. One of the other things I can notice, which I do like, don't get me wrong, is the colour of the bars seem to have changed, which is fantastic. So I assume these will change colour as I go through the different stages now. Which is very useful, because I had no idea how it worked when I first started, because they were always green. They always looked like the same thing to me. Take wounded soldier to the hospital. Okay. We'll do it the same. You can go fetch rations. My weak little Cumberbund. He's a very religious man, though, so see if we can get that to kick off, because then he becomes very happy. I tell him he can take the sermons. Okay, everybody go. How did we do? Hole up in the bunker. That sounds like a great idea. The wounded man we took to the field hospital. Unfortunately, he died. We did what we could. The people in the field hospital too. I guess it was just too late for him. I'm glad we tried, but it's still saddening. Hey, how you going? If you order it, of course, I'll go out, Hunter Officer. But I admit, with this heavy fire, I would rather stay in the shelter if the task can wait. So yes, this is something else they've added. If you want them to go out during heavy artillery, you have to convince them. But there's actually nothing to be done, to be honest, so... I don't know if saying alright will change anything. I think I'm just going to try and kind of ignore it with all of them for now, because that's what all the thing is. It's about assigning a task. Which, like I said, I don't need to do. I've got nothing, no jobs. Well, Carsbrook is leaving me alone, which is crazy. And, so yeah, I'm going to get all of these guys to hole up in the bunker. I think. That should get us done for a turn. I am a little bit worried by the trench phases now, because you can collapse during a trench phase, but you don't seem to be able to really regain your men's stamina during a trench phase. Especially on hardcore, I'm kind of terrified of that. For the past day, my men and I have been sitting tightly packed in our bunker while the French artillery rained down salvo after salvo of death and destruction on us. During the hard work of our first days in the trenches, I had hardly found a quiet minute to have a personal conversation with my men. So now they were sitting next to me, tense and still mostly strangers, and I fervently hoped that they would survive the shelling unscathed. The silence between us was in sharp contrast to the constant droning outside. When, after hours, the firing suddenly stopped, a sigh of relief went through the ranks of some of the young soldiers. However, that was the moment when the veterans of the other troops tensed up and began to load their rifles. The cacophony of whistles snapped us out of our stupor as well. The French were attacking. Now, I think one of my guys is slightly patriotic, so I'm going to go for stay together, people. I'm going to have to remember, obviously, how all my guys go, because these decisions are really going to be important. Usually if you're with one person, you can click on their name because they get mentioned in your diary. Obviously, if it's a group thing. Like I said, I think one guy is slightly patriotic, so... Stay together, people, I shouted to my soldiers, and led them to our positions in the trenches. Together, we halted and mentally prepared ourselves for the upcoming battle. Whew, okay. We're obviously down to 2 days ration, so that doesn't matter because we're going to go into battle. That's to the next level. How is it? We have a neutral mood, which is dropping rather rapidly, actually. And low prestige. Like I said, yeah, so these longer trench phases, they scare me. They scare me a lot. Because I feel they're just general kind of like mood and morale sappers and condition ruiners. And I feel like there's not really a lot you can do about it. So let's click continue. And let's go to our first battle. Here come the French, everybody. The enemy has superior numbers. We may soon have to retreat from these trenches. Herr Unterofficer, you and your greenhorns are to collect and evacuate all the ammunition you can find. If we lose this trench, at least we won't lose our equipment. So, let's get 2 searchers on the go. We do have one guy who has a good eye for finding things. And I'm going to say lots. Okay. Take over this turn. Oh, look at them. Look at them running over that field. Oh, and they've cut through the barbed wire. And of course, there's a hole on my right, which I think I possibly pointed the wrong way on all of your screens. But there's a hole on my right, which is open to them. There was still quite a bit of ammunition and first aid supplies here. I took everything I could find. Well done. I was able to find some ammunition. Good man. Now... No. No. I mean, he wants me to find ammunition, so... Okay, I'm gonna switch across to here. It's pretty good. In fact, it's great cover. And it's got some more ammunition, so... Go, 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 soldiers! And of course, again, assuming this battle, it's the very first one, so it's... Hey, get off my guys! Let them through! No! No! They're stealing one of my guys! Get back here! Oh, I thought they were going to literally steal one of my guys. Now, like I said, assuming this is kind of still very scripted, it's just your first battle, we're going to be retreating soon, so I don't even know if we're going to be doing any shooting in this fight, so let's continue. Let's continue to go forward, and let's try and not have any other squads steal my men. I mean, they both start with 6 people, I only start with 4, that's just rude. Okay, we haven't been ordered to retreat yet. There's a lot of ammunition and first aid supplies. I could go backwards, it's tactical, or I could go across. No, that's a bad firing place. I think I'm going to go across. You know, it's a great firing place as well. I mean, look how well that little trench spot has been built. I think that's possibly new to this update, seeing these nicer things. Oh, someone almost got winged. As complete. That means we get more officers? More orders? Let's not get more officers, please. Heads down, artillery. That should be enough, right? We've collected quite a lot now and can't carry much more. Well, I may as well search one more set of crates whilst I'm here. We haven't been told to retreat quite yet. I do have great artillery cover here, though, which is brilliant. I know what you're saying. If we had an abandoned soldier from that, I'd have cried. I think I'd have cried. See what I mean? Like, look at my morale just dropping. The troops don't like it in the trenches. I can't blame them. Oh, wow. I was able to find some ammunition. Right, well, knowing what's probably coming up, let us... get to. We do have light artillery, so I'm going to go as far back as this. Because we have moderate cover and some light artillery cover, which is about the best we get. I'm going to get my troops back a little bit. Ready for that whistle, which is probably next turn, to say everybody run like crazy. Let's see what happens. See, here we go, we're falling out. Retreat to the next defensive line. Now, of course, it must be done in an orderly fashion. Oh, well, just stop causing me trouble. We should provide cover fire for our comrades so they can retreat. And we will. We're finally into the firing game. So, I think that looks like our guys running back there. We've got one set of guys in front of us and another on the front right. But yeah, we're definitely going to provide some cover for a turn. We've got pretty good cover ourselves, so... Although they've got excellent cover. You don't get as good cover on the backside of it, that's fair. So I'm going to provide a round of cover. You guys, get back, get back, get back! Everybody, get back! They're just going to stand there and fire. They're not even retreating. Oh, yeah, they are. They were just taking their time about it. Okay, they're retreating, and they're retreating again. You guys have retreated, and I don't quite know. I'm going to retreat as well, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, there's the other guys back there. So, where do I want to go? I mean, that's obviously an exit point there, and I've got one out the back here, so I think... I just round here will do just nice. Oh, look at that artillery shell going off in the distance behind me. That'll be a fun one to walk through. Let's get back around. Okay, there's my other guys. They're retreating and retreating. These guys retreating and retreating. So, I mean, there's not really much point in hanging around. These guys are probably doing the same on the side. I just can't see it. So, in that case, let's get all the way back these bushes. Decent cover. And I also get to hide behind the bushes. So, yeah, everybody's just running like crazy. I'm not going to stand around and provide any covering fire if nobody else is standing around. That's suicide, and I want to keep my soldiers in good condition. I actually don't know how... to be honest with you... Oh. He's out of breath. Damn artillery. Wellinger must have taken a hit. Oh, did he? Oh, no. Wellinger's taken a hit. Have we got... Oh, we're not the furthest back. I will pause for a turn to give my fairly compassionate guys one that's injured. Okay, Dano, I believe in you. I'm going to get you to try and stop Wellinger's bleeding. Only really giving you a turn to do it, though, to be honest. And we'll see what happens. Like I said, you know, I don't... To be honest, you know, in terms of killing the enemy soldiers on this game, I have no idea really how it works. And, you just kind of... I just kind of look after my own squad and see if something happens. That's about it. Try and do the mission. I don't really know how the combat mechanics work too much. Bleeding's almost stopped, Herald Officer. I won't need much longer. Okay, they're retreating and retreating, which means we'll be the last guys here. But... oh, we've got those guys causing a bit of a problem. The French are fairly far away. I think I can wait another turn. This pain. Okay, yeah, no, I'm going to give another turn. I'm going to see if we can stop that bleeding. I mean, because, yeah, I'm not really being shot at. It's the artillery that's my problem. And you never know. Maybe one of these soldiers can find refuge in my squad. Because he's not from the squad that's in front of me. Because, I don't know, he might be. That's got 5 men. So he might be. The injured one, on the other hand. I don't know where he came from. But he's still coming back as well. Hey! Wellinger, how you doing? It seems the wound wasn't as bad as it looked. I think I can continue. Look at me, he's just complaining for the sake of complaining. I stopped Wellinger's bleeding, Herald Officer. No, I'm joking. I love Wellinger. If he said it was bad, it was bad. Let's keep retreating and let's get in those bushes, I think. That's a very long walk around. Alright, get behind the trees, people. Go, go, go. There's less artillery. I can't hear it. Carlsbrook will not be mad at us for being last. I will not be last. Everybody get running. There we have it. Although, I'm actually a little bit worried that he'd morely be mad at us for being too far behind the fight. And this, I must say, this has actually changed. This is a different retreat map. I haven't seen this this lovely bridge thing before. Like I said, yeah, I'm more worried about him saying I'm getting too far behind the trenches. But we're keeping up with everybody. There's nobody in front or behind, so I'm simply going to say, run like crazy, boys. Run like crazy. Hopefully we don't get blown up by our own artillery in the last point. Can you imagine that? 4-man squad down. All of them in the hospital. And we have retreated across the creek. Time to get to camp. Oh, we're down into a bad mood. That's not good. We're still in low prestige. Hopefully he'll be happy with all the ammunition we got. I mean, our thing was we really couldn't carry any more. So hopefully he'll be happy with that. And I get a touch of prestige just to get us into normal. And here we are at camp. Of course, the first thing we need to do is put up our own tents. And of course, nobody's going to do that for us. And is that a new soldier I see stand on a bench? The explosions, gunshots, and screams still echoed in my ears. We'd only been fighting for a few minutes, and yet it felt as if years had passed since this morning. And everyday life back home a lifetime away. To be in the camp now, safely far behind the front, was surreal. The light-hearted chirping of the birds almost drowned out all the dull rumble of the front, and the cries of pain from the field hospital where we had taken Wellinger. Damn it, he had to go to hospital. Hoping he'd just be lightly wounded. My people lay down exhausted on the grass, surrounded by the boxes of ammunition and equipment we had saved. Dirty and bloodied, some still pale and trembling. But soon the angry voice of the lieutenant in the distance abruptly broke the supposed peace, even before we could see him coming towards us amidst the tents. Herr Lieutenant? I greeted him uncertainly. Lieutenant von Karlsburg looked down contemptuously at my people, most of whom were still sitting or lying on the ground. But seeing the ample supply of ammunition seemed to appease him. Good job, Herr Officer, he forced out against his visibly blazing anger. Not that it was a difficult task, but apparently with this bunch of slobs, you have to be happy if anyone shows even a modicum of competency. Our troops were in the best position for a counterattack, but no, the reserve... Soldiers spent only about 15% of their time... Oh, okay, just a bit of information. Was too cowardly to take advantage of this unique opportunity we had prepared for them. The lieutenant rumbled without prompting, and now Herr Major accuses me, us, of abandoning the trench line unnecessarily. A disgrace. Henceforth, we will hold the line, come what may. I think this time I'm just going to go for the yes, Herr Lieutenant. I replied loudly and without hesitation. Lieutenant von Karlsburg nodded contently. Set at camp, Herr Officer. Sooner or later we'll get our chance to pay back the French. He ordered and left us to take out his displeasure on others. Okay, that's... oh, look at that prestige. Right into the middle of average. In fact, slightly above average. And our mood is crept back into neutral. And we've got good recovery, which is... They've changed the symbol. Who would have thought, eh? Who would have thought? They've changed the symbol. We'll see what's going on. Field Hospital. How can I help you? Ah, you're Wellinger's Officer. I'm Sister Elizabeth Ritter. I organize our small field hospital. Don't worry, Wellinger is doing pretty well. He will soon recover from his wound. I'm honestly glad you were overwhelmed so quickly. The shorter a skirmish, the fewer the dead and wounded. As far as I'm concerned, certainly yes. The lieutenant can throw a fit about losing the trench line all he wants. But I'm content with not being overburdened and nobody dying under my care. Just because we don't have enough time for proper treatment. Agree. I'm glad you see it that way. There are some people in camp who would believe that the war will be decided right here. Complete nonsense. They want fame and glory. As a nurse, I know there's only agony and death to be won here. Yeah, well, that obviously didn't change any of our levels because she is not going to go Talon von Karsbrook. It's Aaron Zielinski, our field cook. Afraid I can't cook anything for right now, though, as your squad hasn't been allocated supplies. Let's go speak to Hennick. Field Hennick, responsible for supplying the troops. I'll allocate some supplies to your group immediately. This should last you until our next supply shipment, which we all know is a lie. Talk to me if you need anything. Here's to good cooperation, Herr Unterofficer. I am straight up going to get this one in the bank, because my prestige is okay. And I'm going to try and get a favour of a bottle of wine to bribe one of me soldiers later. Ah, he's got no wine left. Damn it. Okay, who else wants something? I just got the delivery. What size rations? Double? Ah, what? You can't even give me double rations. Given the state of our supply, lower rations are in order. What? Low food supplies. But I've just been given my supplies. How can I have low already? Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Excuse me, Mr. Logistic Officer Hennick. The storage is slowly emptying, but there's still enough left for you to get some extra if you need it. Definitely. That didn't lower my prestige. Good. So one of my guys is going to be sent to pick up food. I'll just send Government. He's the food guy now. That's also not a tiring task, which is actually quite good. Lieutenant Carlsbrook will disapprove, but hey ho. I need to get my guys double rations. And with that, which means I shouldn't lose a level of prestige. So I think I'm safe. With that, let's come stare at our tent poles and tent canvas all lying on the floor. And if it hadn't been for the artillery, I'd have a full 4-man squad healthy back here. When I saw the soldier Alfred Lotz, there's actually a guy who looks... No, wait, this is my guy. There's another guy that looks just like him, I think, as in one of the soldiers you can get, which I should be wrong about, because they wouldn't have the same picture twice. There's another guy that it's very similar. He was inspecting his assigned rifle with great interest, almost as if he was memorizing the design. Let me see. How is he? He's unpatriotic. He's pragmatic. He's fairly tolerant, fairly outspoken, fairly social, and fairly courageous. Can I try a good-natured joke? I mean, he's fairly social and tolerant. You know? I mean, he is outspoken. So I'm not going to ask him a question, because I feel like he might just get angry at me. I'm going to make a good-natured joke. I wonder if they're going to write me a joke. No, they did not. Oh, they do. Never seen a rifle before? Where was it you went to basic training? In Gunlersburg, he quipped back immediately. Well then, go ahead and familiarize yourself with your weapon. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. I was about to move on when he said, do you also think that the war will soon be over? I faltered. He's not patriotic, is he? No, he's fairly unpatriotic. Not religious in any way. I'm not going to lean on military leadership. I'm going to go for, are you in a hurry? I asked evasively. Good evasion. Lot shrugged. I was actually planning something else when the war broke out, he added quickly. Besides, I have 4 children. I want to go back to them, of course. But that seemed more of a distraction. Do you think it would be much longer before I can do that? I mean, I feel like that'll just upset him. God is on our side. It's a tough choice, guys. It's a tough choice. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for God is on our side. I don't think he's a very religious kind of a man. Yes, he nodded reservedly, then looked at his rifle again. Things other than God will probably play a bigger role, he muttered. But the important point is that we win quickly. We will, I said with conviction. With that, I left him alone. Okay, he's a little over halfway through content. Let's see how he is when we get to the next thing. Oh, morale has gone up. Whoa! Prestige went down a lot more than I was expecting. Lots! Ah, he stayed exactly the same. Clearly gave a neutral answer. And who do we... Menk! Yes, I like Menk. Menk. He is attentive and dexterous. Great couple of skills. I do love how they always turn up tired in this. Reporting for duty, Herr Unterofficer. Where can I pitch my tent? Personal issues. Where are you from, Menk? I come from the Burgoyce world, if you can believe it. Yes, I was used to some luxury, but don't worry, I don't mind giving it up. So specifically, I'm from Cologne. Did you know that it's the third largest city in the Empire? We have over 640,000 inhabitants. I will never go home again. That's why there's no point in thinking or talking about it much. I don't know what else to say at this moment. Oh, wow. He's thinking he's not going home from the trenches. I can't say I like that. Your men are exhausted. With your permission, I'd like to give them larger portions. Yes! That's why I almost risked low prestige to get my men double rations. And of course, von Karsbrook wants us. I'm sure he's got a fun job. The villagers are suspect. I keep hearing stories of attacks by Francteurs on our comrades along the front. Organize some patrols to the village, Herr Unterofficer. Got the French who's in control here, so they don't get any foolish ideas. So I'm not going to ask for a favor at this point, because I cannot risk that prestige. Oh, we've got something in the tent camp going. Oh, don't tell me the latrine's out. Donna, don't say it. Sorry, Dana. I can't click on him. Hey, I can't click on Dana. There you go. The latrine is filled to the brim. Someone should take care of that before it overflows. They should. And being as you're the man that brought it to my attention, it might just be you. Menk and Lots, let's get you patrolling the village because you're both fairly tolerant. Like I said, he turns up and they just match him to the exhaustion level of like your worst troop. Well, I suppose your best, really. But still, it's just like, you know, I feel like they should come in fully rested. You're a nice little help to you, put it that way. Oh, village outskirts. Madame LaRoche wants us as well. Are you the Herr Unterofficer? People pitch their tents right there at the camp entrance. My name is Marianne LaRoche. I am one of the village elders in our community. Since I can speak German, I try my best to mediate between the residents of the village and the soldiers here in the camp. I don't know what you guys think, so let me know. Madame LaRoche, obviously you get a few interactions with her, I know that much. But in general, I find it's kind of pointless, because even if you like do a few things for her and act quite nicely, the only thing I seem to have that you can get out of her is maybe food, which obviously you'll attempt to get if you're really low. And she always just says no anyway. So let me know how you felt with that. Is there much point in kind of smoozing Madame LaRoche? Secondly, who's left a rifle on a stool at the entrance to camp? Should there be someone there on guard duty, or is this just how we do things? And yes, I definitely agree. Quick skirmishes are much better than meat grinds. I'd rather have the quick skirmish, get all the troops back, and live to fight another day, and have all of them live to fight another day. Quite frankly. And so latrine duty. Dana, you were dumb enough to bring it to my attention. So unfortunately, and the fact that it probably will kill Cummerbund, if I'm perfectly honest, delay will have consequences, yes. I will not have somewhere to rest. I don't know how many people, times turns, etc. kind of thing you need to get the camp made. But I think that's technically 3 people over the course of it. I'm now doing it. Dana? had settled in effortlessly in many regards. As a professional soldier, many things came very easily to him that other soldiers had difficulties with. He had even become a kind of mentor to some of his comrades, whom he could help out with his wealth of experience. However, word had already got around that he was Alsatian, basically a Frenchman, as some people put it, even in his presence. One evening, he stood in front of my tent and asked for a word. Herr Unterofficer, is my origin a problem for you? He asked straightforwardly in his somewhat peculiar Alsatian dialect. That depends entirely on you. Where do you see yourself in this conflict? That depends entirely on you. Where do you see yourself in this conflict? Danny's expression hardened in the face of my mistrust. I am German. Alsace is German. Even in my grandfather's time, hardly any Alsatians spoke French. I saw my oath to Kaiser and Vaterland when most people here were still enjoying their comfortable civilian lives. Where your comrades talk about you is wrong. Maybe her low opinion... I don't think her low opinion makes people sabotage the camp. Maybe her low opinion brings up more of the... There are... prankturers attacking our people missions? Missions, sorry? I don't know. Dana looked surprised at first, but then his features softened in relief. Thank you, Herr Unterofficer, he said, saluted neatly, and left. Nice, we get Dana on our side, which is good, because he's now digging out trenches, so he's not going to be very happy. Look at that, that's all Dana. That is all Dana going up right there. Wellinger, how can I... Yay, the camp's built. I've been released from the hospital, Herr Unterofficer. I'm still a bit bruised, but I'm feeling a lot better. The rest will surely heal soon. Okay. Let's leave. Anybody else? Doesn't look like it. Dana, how did we do? Oh, yeah, negative events. That's bad. But look at that motivation. He's optimistic. Double rations added. Change to lightly wounded. Negative events increased. We have to get in some positive events. And von Carlsberg, how can I help you? Finally! Took you long enough, Herr Officer. Major ordered the start of the offensive this morning. Oh, I'm sorry. I must have been having a lie-in. Unfortunately, we don't get a chance to win fame and honor just yet. We're in reserve for the time being. Make sure your men are ready to move out at all times. After all, we don't want to disappoint the Major once it's finally our turn. This person still needs something from me. The field laundry can't keep up with demand. Oh, somebody else wants something. Do you have a minute? We need your help with something here at the field hospital. Yes. I wonder what you could possibly want. Thank you for taking the time, Herr Unterofficer. Sister Elizabeth seemed tense, even though the field hospital did not seem too crowded at the moment. Please follow me, she motioned, and led me past the hospital towards the barren patch of land with a series of shallow ditches dug in a line. Graves. I heard there's a new offensive coming. Elizabeth paused and turned towards me with dire seriousness in her eyes and pointed towards the graves. Well, we're going to need a lot more of those. You think you could spare some of your men to dig them more of them? I'll see what I can do. Elizabeth nodded with gratitude and put a gentle hand on my arm. Thank you, Herr Unterofficer. That's all I ask. I know you're in a difficult position, and I don't mean to make it any harder on you. Those words, she turned away to hurry back to the field hospital. Now, once again, finishing this task will get me... Nurse Elizabeth will be grateful. What does her actually being grateful help me with? Yeah, see, that's what I'm not too sure about. Like I said, like you just went and said you don't think there's a point in helping her if we don't have any wounded. But... because this isn't even a field hospital full task, as in to reduce the numbers. So I'm genuinely quite curious. Well, like I said, she becomes grateful, but it's not like she does you any favours or anything. Yeah, it might speed up healing. I mean, I think I'm leaning towards doing it. Laundry duty. Wellinger, that's probably a light duty. Dig graves. Now this is very tiring. A lot is easier when you know what you're doing it for, but it's difficult to maintain this confidence in the face of everyday horrors of war. It's a central part of everyday life, and yet that is perhaps when it's most needed. Who to send? Those who can laugh among the dying unconcerned may have lost a burden, but maybe not just that. So, he shouldn't get affected by it. And so on that note, the way I read these, I'm going to think Lots should be the least affected out of the guys left. Because these guys are compassionate and maybe it will hurt them more emotionally is what I'm thinking. Let's try that. Then Dana and Cumberbund can rest. Hopefully, we can obviously lose some negative events and hopefully the strain will go down a bit as well. We'll see what happens. Every time I saw Menk, I almost didn't trust my eyes. I could not help but wonder if the boy was old enough to be drafted. He was short, his shoulders narrow, and there was not a hint of peach fuzz on his cheeks, let alone a beard. I felt the impulse to look out for him. I took him to the side and gave him a kind smile. Keep your head down out there, all right? I don't want you getting yourself killed, I said. For a moment, that seemed to unsettle the young soldier, but his confidence quickly returned with a flourish. Herr Officer, do you mean to question the recruitment officer that considered me highly qualified for frontline duty? Menk. He's very distant. He's fairly tolerant, but by the book, very courageous, somewhat jaded. He's very courageous. So I'm going to go for, well, you've got balls after all. And smile. I can see you've got balls when you've men like that out there. Menk seemed relieved by my words. By my words? By my words. I won't disappoint you, he said before quickly stepping away. Yeah, I like it. We've gone from respectful to... We'll find out shortly. Madame LaRoche, the speaker of the nearby French village, greeted me with a smile, but quickly cut to the chase of why she'd come to meet me. Your cannons have been thundering day and night, and the villagers are scared, she explained. Especially the younger children are suffering. It was only in that moment that it occurred to me that artillery truly had been firing almost non-stop for some time now. Of course, the distant, if constant grumbling paled in comparison to the actual impacts we faced on the battlefield. I had long learned to put the noise out of my mind, or perhaps my hearing had just gotten that bad. Do you perhaps know how long this will continue? Madame LaRoche asked carefully. I'm not going to spill military secrets, but I'm also not going to be that harsh. I'm going to try and go diplomatic. And give her a non-answer. I commented with a shrug. After all, we had to live with the noise just like they did, and no one bothered to notify us about these things. Madame LaRoche frowned at my dismissive reply. Let's hope that time will come soon. She sighed before casting a sharp glance over in the direction of the battery and adding, for the sake of our husbands and sons on the other side as well. With that, she said her brief goodbyes, turned and walked away. I am not spilling... Oh! Why is my prestige going down? Pub visit added. Nice. Although it says that. Oh, so they went to the pub, I guess. Fair enough. Positive events, double rations. Hey, we've got... See, look, he turns up and goes from well-rested to strained. Kind of bugs me, that. Like, just from walking here. And we have Bram, ladies and gentlemen. He's also slow. We now have two slow guys. They are both, however, attentive. Maybe that's because they take their time. He is also trained in first aid. I think that's... No, I've got one trained in weapons fire and melee, I think it is. So he's my trained first aider. Double rations, of course. He's respectful. He is fairly unpatriotic. Very distant. And very cautious. Now, von Karlsbruck. Well, I've had little practice with these military rank insignia. I was placed under your order. Fram, my name. Alder Fram. Nice to meet you, Fram. Now, von Karlsbruck, why have you put my prestige down? I have done everything you've asked. Until then, it will be your responsibility. Now, I think I'm going to ask for another job. How unexpectedly eager are you trying to suck up to me, Herr Unterofficer? Fine with me. God knows you need it with your current record. Of course. Help with digging trenches. Right, so laundry duty. We're going to stick someone who I want to put on light duties onto that. Wellinger, are you still slightly injured? You are. You're going to shake off that injury. So the good mood added, low prestige, which is a bit weird. Low prestige removed. Oh, yes, because I just offered to do a job. Low food supplies. Low supply stock. He improved. He improved. Negative events increased. Didn't you just get a pub visit? Oh, the soldier wants to visit the local pub. Oh, that's going to be an event, isn't it? Damn it. The devouring... Oh, there's rats everywhere. Is there anything else? Our supplies are running low. I'd love to give the men more, but you just can't at this point. Ah, damn it. I messed up. I shouldn't have opted to do other jobs until I knew what else was coming up. Dano and I would like to visit with your permission. Oh, but there's too many things now. No, I was only going to send one to the trenches because I don't really care about it. I'm just trying to get a bit of prestige. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, that leaves no one left for the pub because I've got glorious pest control right now. Yeah, I messed up. I shouldn't have offered to do... Although I still only would have left one person to go to the pub. We obviously have to guard some captives. I'm going to send my 2 tolerant people. Oh, he wants to go to the pub. I'm going to send Menk, who's tolerant, along with... Wellinger? You can, although no, I could probably... Laundry duty. Cram. Guard captives. Add Wellinger. Is skipping pest control an idiotic thing to do? I mean, we very much do have to look after our food supplies, otherwise my dudes will be starving. However. Help with digging trenches. He's gonna hate that job. Do I skip pest control for a turn and send my guys to the pub instead? And they want to visit the pub village. Can you hold on a turn? I mean, my food stocks really are important. I mean, I'm down to low food supplies already. I think we're gonna have to skip the pub visit. Sorry, guys. And I wish I could send you, but even then, I'd only be sending one of them and gamble on the next battle turn. All right, let's have a go. Go to the pub. Come on, trench phase. Although, I really shouldn't have done that, I don't think, because when I get back from the trench, don't I come back into the same situation I leave it? Aren't I gonna come back from the trench to no food? Well, we'll see if that was a dumb idea. One evening, Lotz came back to camp with a whole crate worth of food. Lotz, my hero. Not going to ask. I'm not going to ask at all. He placed it with the rest of our stock and wandered off, although it'll probably just get eaten by rats immediately. But, we'll have a look. He placed it with the rest of our stock and wandered off, whistling and lost in thought. When our eyes met, he hesitated for a brief, unsure moment before muttering a friendly greeting. I did not mention the food. What food? It's just our food stocks. Never grew. He replied in kind and bid me a good evening. As soon as he got past me, he made off with haste. There's certain behavior you don't condone, but you also don't mention. Commandant came hurrying toward me, clearly upset, with a blood-stained uniform. Herr Unterofficer, have you seen the sorry state of the field hospital? He asked, visibly aghast. I just have to carry one of the wounded who couldn't make it on his own to the field hospital. The injured are everywhere and the beds are overflowing already. The nurses just told me to drop him off wherever, but they had no time to tend to him anyhow. I'd known, with the intense fighting of the last few days, that a lot of injured were passing through our camp. But to think that the state of the field hospital had already gotten so bad. Is there nothing to be done? The soldier pleaded with me. I will look into it. Suppose the gamble always works, although let's see what our food stocks are saying. The last thing the people at the field hospital need right now is more chaos and disorganized helpers getting in the way. Commandant nodded and began nervously walking up and down the camp. I should probably talk to Elizabeth soon to see if we could help. Right. Let's not do anything stupid this time. We still have pest control. We have perfectly good stock. Love it. We are just in a good mood. We are just in average prestige. We didn't go up or down. Positive events. Negative events removed. Decreased. Okay. I feel like that should have maybe disappeared with the good events. Decreased. Removed. He's gone down to tired. He is no longer injured. Welcome back to full strength. Fantastic. Double rations removed. Well rested. Love it. Pub visit removed. He's now exhausted, however, from digging those trenches. Hospital overburdened and low food supplies removed. Well then. Field kitchen. How can I help you? I'll never be able to handle the rats on my own. Please assign some of your men. Double rations, please. Always double rations. What else have we got? Resupply came in. The shipment was smaller than I expected, so we'll have to tighten our belts a bit. Does that mean there's... I suppose I don't really need it yet, do I? I don't want to risk trying to get that wine bottle at this point, because my prestige is not looking good. Your unit is tasked with guard duty. Guard duty, sorry. Point 2 men to patrol the boundaries of our camp. Not a problem. Anyone else? Oh, yes. The latrine is... Dana, why do you keep bringing this to my attention? Let one of the other soldiers tell their Hertland officer, and it can be their problem. Oh, Dana, you'll never learn. Field hospital. I don't have a lot of time for you, Hertland officer. What do you need? Wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can't offer help. I don't have any spare men again. I think the compassionate soldiers do improve their mood when helping at the hospital. I think so. But I'm not too sure, actually. It could go the same way as the digging the graves thing. It could be the point of, yeah, it could be the point of they get hurt more, you know, emotionally, so to say. I mean, do I risk pest control again? We've just been resupplied. Oh, I don't know. Latrine duty. I mean, if he didn't have such strong amounts of negative events, I'd give it back to him again. Well, hang on, what's my guard duty? Doesn't make a difference either way. What's my lightest task? Ah, there's a few of them, really. So, laundry duty, I don't know, guard duty is going to have to be yourself, and we'll put Fram. Laundry duty can be Wellinger again. I need to get my people resting. Oh, I will actually have one person spare. Hello, Zach, and welcome. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. The latrine duty is going to go to... I have to be Menk. Sorry, Menk. Name Dana. He keeps clogging the toilet. In fact, Lots. We're going to give it to Lots. Pest control. Oh, that only leaves me with 2 soldiers. No, I was right with the numbers. Unfortunately, I can't help in the field hospital this turn. It's going to have to be next turn. Okay. It's not going to help things. Or not going to help Comervant's mood either. When I met Elmer Fram, I was relieved. According to his files, he could have also been a doctor in the military hospital. I had been expecting corresponding frustration and disapproval from him, but he seemed relaxed and composed about his appointment to simple soldiering. It takes me out of my work, he admitted, but those few months, shrugged his soldiers. Yes, it won't be long now. Wink, wink. Will be done by Christmas, I believe they said every year. He nodded, probably not expecting anything else. Very good, he said. In a few months' time in Vienna, the annual conference of the Wednesday Psychological Society takes place, of which I am a member. They will be expecting me at that date. All the distinguished experts will be there. Sauntering as if we were on a promenade, he went on his way. However, whether he would really be back home in a few months remained unclear. Yeah, I'm probably going to get wounded in the next battle. I don't think I've ever gotten through a battle without at least a light wound. Sunday's service usually lifted the spirits in camp, especially among the more religious of the men. Accordingly, I was relieved when a military chaplain finally came by, and many of the soldiers rushed to the opportunity to listen to his sermons. As usually, Cummerbund was the first among the pious congregating at the service. Still, their small procession passed me by. He took the time for a brief chat to tell me, "You know, Herr Unterofficer, I think I could lead a sermon too. Before I came here, I studied theology after all, and we would no longer have to wait for another man to undertake the arduous journey. Alright, from now on, you'll be leading the sermons. Hopefully that will pick up his mood a bit. He's only just into content. Continue. Okay. Negative events increased. Negative events removed. Because he got someone else to do it. Double rations added. Right, let's... Oh, just still an average prestige. We can hopefully help the field hospital this turn, but let's see what's coming. You're able to defend our food stocks, Herr Unterofficer, but the rats keep coming. What do you... Zelensky? Cook the rats. They'll never know it's not chicken. They've been fed on good food. Our food. We know they've had a good diet. The Major's finally given us some marching orders. We're going to battle soon. About time. I hope you kept your people ready as ordered. I expect you and your men to give it your all in the field, Herr Unterofficer. This is our chance to chase the French out of their trenches once and for all. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I don't know how much difference it's going to make, but I'm going to assign one person to help. Offer assistance. Okay. So we're offering assistance to the field hospital. Because it's a very tiring duty. But like I said, I'm going to send one person. I'm going to try and leave 2 people to rest. Ready for the engagement. Okay, so laundry duty. And it's going to have to be Cummerbund who rests. Look at him, he's terrible. Laundry duty, we're going to give that light duty to Fram. Pest control, also a light duty, so we'll give it to Wellinger. And, oh, hang on, so let's see who we want in the hospital. Which way around will this one go? I do... Nurses at the field have to always swamp with work. They're grateful for every bit of help we can offer, but not everyone is cut out for this kind of work. I think we should send someone who's jaded. I think I'm gonna as you can see, I have to help. I can't gamble on not being wounded. It's, I mean, one random artillery shell and, you know, half your guys go down. So I think that's how it's gonna have to go. Like, I think this is a somewhat jaded. I think it's they have to be shielded against the suffering, so to say. So I'm gonna send Menk. Like I said, the one guy. Pest control then's gonna fall back to... well, that'd be Dana, obviously. Although, I say that, actually. Maybe I shouldn't send Dana. I mean, he's well rested. Yeah, I'm going to send Donna on that, take him off. And that means I'm going to put... Yes, put Menk on the rats. Oh, what's the point? Double rat event? They're just trying to get to eat my food. They're just unhappy that I have food. Engagement in one turn. Okay. Let's see what happens. Mold F... This game is just trying to kill my food stock. As he held out an exemplary loaf of bread. Feed it to the rats! And then eat the rats! They're already a problem anyway. I'll have to wait to throw it away. I lowered my gaze anxiously to the baskets of baked goods at his feet. The warehouse was still well stocked for the moment. Get rid of it, better safe than sorry. I got all of my food stocks. Rats, mold. What a waste. Then he set to work. To the front! We're preparing for the imminent operation a few days from now. The mood was tense enough, but it seemed to weigh particularly hard on Cumberbund. When we had heard of our coming deployment, he'd turned pale, and the fear had not left his eyes since. Is everything all right? Let's bring up his scorecard, so to say. Oh, he is somewhat patriotic. Maybe I can use that. He looked up and sighed deeply. To be honest, no, Herr Unterofficer. The thought of going to battle and possibly never returning. He gulped and lowered his gaze. I nodded. Every soldier knew this fear. Just do your duty as a German soldier. He is somewhat patriotic. I think we can do this. I reminded him, don't let fear get the better of you. Be that patriotic man we know you want to be. Come on, Ferdinand. He responded with a perfect salute. I won't disappoint you, neither you nor the Vaterland, he promised me fervently. The thought seemed to offer him some comfort, and with a certain nod, I went on my way. Nice, we picked the right one. Yeah, the plus and minus would be good. I think you kind of have to judge it, though. I don't know. I think judging it is, I think it's. I quite like the way they've done it. You have to keep to be, you know. Well, is it going to be? Is it not? You have to kind of feel the situation, just like these as well. You know, you kind of have to be like, wait, what's going on? So one day, Cumberbund was supposed to receive an exceptionally large Liebesgame today. Gifts of love. This particular parcel contained a generic letter of encouragement and quite a few cans of food. Well, I'm not going to keep it for our supply. Let's not do that. I think... Are they somewhat intolerant? Do not fit into their own conception of the world. He's very diplomatic. He's very cautious. He's very compassionate. So... I'm simply going to give it to him, and I think he'll share it himself. I assumed and was proven right in short order. He was virtually beaming with joy when he opened the package and brought its contents to light. In the following days, he generously shared the Liebesgame with his fellow soldiers. Wellinger was especially grateful and returned the favour by sharing his gifts from home with Cumberbund. Nice. Look at that. Look how motivated he is. Beautiful. Men, tomorrow we march to battle, announced Lieutenant von Karlsruhe. He had summoned all his subordinate Unteroffizier, plural for Unterofficer, I shoot, to discuss the upcoming operation. The fear of what might come was clearly palpable, but most of them did their best to cover it up, with their heads held high and chests puffed up with pride. The goal of our mission is to conquer and hold the next trench line, the lieutenant explained the plan. So far, there was no difference to most attack plans, but we have an ace up our sleeve. Our artillery is in position, just waiting to cut off reinforcements from the enemy. I expect you to use this advantage aggressively and decisively. Do not disappoint me. At your command, Lieutenant! The officers around me expressed with varying degrees of enthusiasm. At your command, Lieutenant! I chirped up and agreed. The lieutenant nodded, satisfied, saluted, and dismissed them. Oh, just holding on to that average prestige. The mood, however... I mean, come on, where are they? Where are they? Look, where are they? Not Menk. Look at him. In his lovely waistcoat. Ah, he's motivated, man. He is motivated. I think quite a few of them are. Menk, how you feeling? Yeah, he's motivated. For any of you that watched my last playthrough, you'll understand maybe why I'm so happy right now. I have motivated soldiers. Oh, he's optimistic as well. Beautiful. Positive events added. Positive events removed. Negative events decreased. Optimism removed. Oh, that's a shame. He's down to strained, and he's well rested. Low food supplies. Hospital is just full. Okay, we decreased it by a level. That's good for me. So that gives me a bit more to work with. Although I wonder as well, if we come back from the next battle and it fills back up, Do any of you think it, like, actually has anything above being full? Like, is there really full that you can't see? I'm curious, you know, if you think it's going to become full anyway, is it just worth leaving it and then addressing it when it's a problem? I don't know, we'll find out. Wellinger, how are you, Herr Unterofficer? Oh, I'm good. How are you, Wellinger? Right, let's go to the trenches. I have happy and motivated troops. I'm so proud of that. So proud of that. Right. Charge, ladies and gentlemen. Charge. I have a full squad, and look at them all in their lovely soft caps, ready to take on the world. Shouldn't they be wearing these hard, pointy helmets? I mean, march over the river. Right, we must cross the river. Ah, some of them are. We've got 2 people who remembered their fighting helmets. Dana, of course. Look at that, he's so highly motivated. And today we'll show the French. Who's the other one that remembered his helmet? Come on, Bunt! These are the guys that clearly know how to soldier. Right, so we are... That's obviously a dead end. It's very well covered, but it's dead end. That sends me straight up and over. That actually puts me away from the fight, so I'm going to go this way. Charge! I have to, of course, cross the river. And this battle map, sorry, also looks a little bit different to... Although I say that, no, it doesn't. I come to here, I can either cut through the barbed wire or walk around. I could. Well, I'm going to come to here then. I'm going to try and cut the barbed wire. Although it's... I think it's my barbed wire. But as long as I get through the trench and steal the next trench, then it's like my reserve trench barbed wire. So... through that logic, let's see what happens. Like I said, could run around. I'm going to provide some general suppression. No! No, somebody pick him back up. I just saw him go down in front of my own eyes. No! Right, I'm going to, yeah, like I said, provide some cover. Menk, who, let's just say in my last playthrough, he was a whiz with barbed wire. We're going to see how he does here. Yeah, look at that! Touch straight away. Menky's my barbed wire guy. Dexterous, he knows what he's doing. Goes in, twirling those barbed wire cutters. Snip, snip. Come on, Bunt. Oh no. My rifle is jammed. Give me a moment. No, we need to move. You're going to have to fix it next turn. I've cut a path through the barbed wire. Let another soldier take care of it. But it's going to have to be next turn, because I need to advance. Let's get into good cover. Yeah, patch him back up. Come on, pick your friend up. Does getting prisoners actually do anything for you on this? Does getting prisoners help your prestige by any chance? This is my trench, boys. Get out of here. Right, fix rifle jam. We're going to give it to Menk again. He's my dexterous guy. The rest of you, fire support for a turn. There's the river that I assume I have to cross. Oh, I don't like that bit of cover. We'll have to see if I can get around this way. Obviously, these guys are hopefully going to move forward a bit. So let's provide some cover. Yeah, I've never thought of anything that prisoners do anything. It does help. Oh, wow, yeah. I'm going to be charging in and trying to... I never realized that. Let's go get us some prisoners. That is a very, very long... Beautiful. The rifle's fixed. Someone wants to say something. I got Cohenwood's rifle working again, Herr Unterofficer. Yeah, you did, mate, because you're a legend. Right, where can I advance to? They've kind of stolen my spot a little bit. I'm not going to there, because that's suicide. So's that, really. Alright, we're going to have to come sideways. Go, go. Oh, they've got a man down as well. Not looking good for these people. Oh, here comes the explosions. Right, there's me getting across the river. That's being flanked. That's being flanked. That's a direct firefight, and that's also being flanked. So I can go across the river and be flanked. Although, no, I could run back to here. That's not being flanked. Not great cover, though. Rough terrain, narrow cover. It does, however, get my mission objective technically done. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. Because I really want to get across. Nowhere's a great option. And they don't look like they're ready to retreat quite yet, so I'm going to have to... I can't really risk taking too long, because obviously, if we fail, then Von Karsbrook's going to be very upset with me. Open fire! Drive the French out of their trenches and occupy them. Wellinger, that was pretty... Don't you get injured again! We need you, man! Cut the barbed wire. Thank you. You're my barbed wire guy, don't let me down. Suppress French troop number 3. Two people that are trained in firing. Soldier's motivation seems to have activated further reserves of strength in him. Okay. I like it. I'm still going to try and keep you a little bit away from things, but I like it. So the French don't stream snipe me. Well, let's hope the French... we're going to win this fight. We're winning this war. We don't need to worry. The French aren't sniping me. Let's pray. Everybody, let's stop. Cumberbund's going to hold service. We're going to pray for good things. Moderate fire added. Right, come on. Mank, don't let me down. Don't let me down. I haven't seen that barbed wire disappear. Mank. 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 See that barbed wire disappear. Come on, Mank. Mank, you're hurting my feelings. Damn tangle of barbed wire. I didn't manage to cut it properly. Then you're going to have to try and cut it again. Come on, Mank. Don't let me down. We're in narrow cover here. We need your help. We need to get through the trench. Look at these beautiful sandbags. Look at all these Frenchmen that I can capture. There's 5 of them. And hopefully... Yeah, Mank, you got through that barbed wire. I like it. Oh no, we've got a guy gone down though. Mank, you took too long. Oh wow, everybody wants a word. I'm hit, I'm bleeding. Help, I need help. I'll teach them what happens when they wound one of us. Yeah, you will. I'm not going to stop you. The enemy is getting reinforcements. Done, I've cut a path through the barbed wire. Well, we do have a soldier down. Now, can I... He's going for it. His passionate commitment could give other soldiers new courage. I can't leave a guy behind and then leave, can I? Oh, and of course they put my guy down who's trained in first aid. Mank, you're the guy again. If I tell my guys to move on... Advance into really good cover. Move to next cover. He wants to avenge his soldiers. What are you going to do with that? You're not going to charge right at them, are you? I've never seen this happen. Well, I think I'm going to kind of let him go for it. Oh, that's like those guys. I'm just going to charge. Yeah, you stay back and you first aid Fran for me. I think he's just going for it. I think he's going to stand there and just see how fast he can fire his rifle. These guys best not call a retreat on me, or I am so dead. I think I'm going to keep advancing, to be honest, and get in that trench. So we've got some suppression on the go. What are you guys going to do? We don't know. You suppressed last time. You advanced last time. And these 3 are returning to troop. Oh, in fact, yeah, so I'll give them... Can I wait a turn? Oh, I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail, and I'm scared if I wait another turn, they will, it'll be too late. I have just been told reinforcements are coming. Yeah, I'm going to have to advance. I can't risk failing this mission. Von Karsbrook will hate me. Come on, make that trench. And hopefully the other 3 can catch us up. Don't let up now. Hold your position. And chase away the remaining French. I can see 2 of them. And there's the 3rd. Come on, guys. Oh, I'm going into close combat. Against... potentially superior... Oh no, it's 3 against 3. My other guys catch up, and I have a guy trained in close combat. Vital. Advantage in the chaos of hand-to-hand combat. And he's got fervor. Hammerbug has fervor. Wendigo, you need to get in here, because you've got fervor. I'm gonna go for it. Let's get my soldiers in here. Oh, that was a grenade in my face. Heads down, artillery. Yes, I think it's my artillery. Oh, he's still getting to me. He's almost here, though. He's almost here. What have we got? The explosion was very close to me, but everything's fine. That could have ended badly. That could have ended badly. I got nervous. I got very nervous. A few splinters got me. I think. No, hardly any blood. I can carry on. Okay, lightly wounded. Just lightly wounded. The thunder of the cannons comes from our side, Herr Officer. Our own artillery is shooting at us. I know. Okay. Let's throw a grenade at French troop number 2. French troop number 3 are behind me, aren't they? Yes. Let's suppress French troop number 3. You guys, look at all the stats on my guys. Everyone's shocked. Everyone's in a rough place. Wellinger, unload that clip on them. Unload that clip on them. See, that's what I was hoping, the further in the close combat, but they ran away. I was hoping to get some prisoners, like we were aiming at. So we'll give it one more time here, because, yeah, gonna let Fram catch us up, basically. And obviously, you know, I've got the grenades and these fresh troops to go off. Let's open fire. Let's throw that grenade. Although I think the grenade's coming this way. I can't remember. Press the French troops again. Yeah, let's do this. We'll go for the same 3 guys. I think I took someone down last time, so... This troop is deliberately suppressing us. Well, that's not very nice. I mean, yeah, my allies need to get themselves in this trench already. Oh, look at that. There's a guy waiting to be captured. But it's a retreat option, so we're not going to be doing that. We should give him first aid. I'd love to. Where is he? Oh, he went down again. Oh, that's a retreat. That's a retreat. I don't want to lose Fram. Oh, why would you do this to me, game? He was so close to catching up. I can't retreat. If I retreat, I'm going to lose this trench. But he's very injured. Like, he's not just slightly injured, he's very injured. Can't lose a soldier this early. Oh, I don't want to retreat. That'll fail me my mission. If I get back to him, is he even gonna make it in time? I have to go back for him. My allies need to get in this trench. Don't die. Don't animate die me. Don't give up any ground. Return to the target area. Press on. The artillery barrage does not change my orders. There goes my prestige. Task failed. First aid training for Fram. Yes, you do that. And can I send my guys back in? Yes, okay, you first aid Fram. Take as long as you need. Guys, get back in the trench. It said I technically failed, but then we lost the trench technically, but then we also got the mission back. That's a lot of, I think they're retreating. Okay, hold my position. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. I didn't want to lose my soldier, but it's okay. We're doubling down. We're doubling down. It's all going horribly wrong. We've got first aid on the go. How are you doing? A few splinters got you again. That's fine. You're already slightly injured. Defend position. Task completed. Retreat. What do you mean retreat? What do you mean retreat? Alright, well I'm going to retreat one stage then and go back to my guy. I don't know if that was my fault. Because I got back in my trench, that's all I'm saying. And I would also like to add, I'm the only person in the enemy trench. None of my ally squads came in to help me. Okay, this should all go horribly wrong. I step back one, like I said. Come on, pick him up, pick him up. Abort the attack, we withdraw. Okay, yeah, we have to escort him to the field hospital. The wound hurts so much. Oh wow, he is so seriously injured. That's not good. He was able to stop Fran's bleeding for now. We think he'll make it. Yeah, it's going to be you. You're swift. Get him out of here. Double speed, please. And of course, all of my allies are probably going to move back at such ridiculous speed. Let's find somewhere that has some decent cover. Retreat back to. I don't want to retreat too far. Like I said, I kind of want to get in some decent cover. I haven't got great options. Not great options at all, really. We go long distance. Elevated terrain. But also better cover. Alright. Somebody pick up Fram. He's coming with us. No, please, come with us. Do not get yourselves captured. Are you leaving Fram behind? It might have been our fault. Don't leave your comrades out there. What are you on about? Is Fram coming with us? Fram? Is that Fram? Yeah, Fram's with us. How can I help you guys? That was pretty close. As long as it didn't hit you. I'm hit, but it doesn't hurt much. He is now lightly wounded 3 times. Covering fire for Wellinger. Definitely. My best soldiers. You can search your knapsack, sure. Okay, I'll hold position here. It might well have been our fault, but I'm going to blame the artillery. Another one of my soldiers just got injured. Guess I'm going to be covering this position for another turn or two. Did 2 of my no, one of I thought 2 of them got injured. Help! I need help. I'll teach them what happens when they wound one of us. Apart from this grenade, I didn't find anything else here. Let's throw it, man! Throw it! It's a good thing we did help with the hospital. First aid for Dano. Of course, my first aider is injured. Meg, you're dexterous at least. That should help. Covering fire. I need you back, man. I need you back. What? Command obedience. I need you back. I need you to cover fire for Wellinger. I get it. I get you want to avenge your troops, but I need you back, man. Okay, I'm going to do covering fire one more turn. Because obviously I need to pick up Danner anyway. I really want to keep Danner. He's real good. I like that soldier. His stats in this game are very nice. Oh, here come the French. I thought we were doing quite well as well. Oh, he's still down, isn't he? We're sitting ducks here. We need to get to better cover right away. But are you still injured? We've run out of ammunition. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Bleeding has almost stopped. We're sitting ducks here. We have no ammunition. We're under massive fire. We have enemies on the flank. That was pretty close. The shot hit right next to me. We are, but we need to give first aid. Well, there's my retreat position. Oh, if I finish my retreat, will it just end the level and they'll come back to me anyway? How do we all feel about that? If I technically retreat, will the level just end? I think I'm going to try it. I mean, obviously, he'll stay here and keep trying to help Dana. Yeah, staying here is suicide. I'm going to have to retreat. And it counts as me having retreated, so... We're still trying to do first aid. I have 3 guys? Oh, don't leave him! Stay with him, please! Task complete. That was pretty close. That shot hit right next to me. This guy, his Cummerbund is the luckiest man I think I've ever had in my squad. He's been hit 3 times, and he's only been lightly injured. And I think he's been near missed 3 times as well in 1 engagement. Okay, we're down to bad mood and average prestige. Well, to the next level. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea who's, Oh, that didn't work. Oh, no. Oh, no, what's happening? Okay, cool. Sorry. Thought my game was going to, break there. I thought it was going to freeze out on me. Okay, so, it is, exactly, there you go. He's got God on his side. He is dodging everything. Tired and exhausted, we dragged ourselves back to camp, but despite all the hardships and uncertainty, an infinite relief was palpable. Whatever this war would bring for us, but today we lived and could enjoy this life. For at least those of us who didn't have wounds to deal with, which I think is everybody. Bram was seriously injured. Whether he would survive the wounds was unclear, and even if he did, it remained uncertain whether he would be able to return to duty or even just a normal life. Adding to this uncertainty was the fate of the missing soldier. The whereabouts of Menk were unknown. We had lost him somewhere on the battlefield and could only hope that he would turn up again. Oh no. And Dana probably as well. We had just barely reached our tents when Lieutenant von Karlsbruck was already strutting up. He looked dissatisfied. Ah, Herr Unterofficer, what a shame we had to retreat. But at least it wasn't because of you and your people, he said, while his reproachful gaze watched the ranks of the other returning soldiers. We're doing... I feel like either way, he's not going to be happy. I mean, this is Lieutenant von Karlsbruck we have here. We're doing our best. And the Kaiser and Vaterland are proud of you, he replied distractedly, and patted me awkwardly on the soldier. His gaze was already fixed on the next group that had arrived, and it suggested that there wouldn't be even such empty praise waiting for them. With a brief, "Keep it up," he turned away, finally freeing me to take care of my men again. Oh! Nana's not even in the field hospital. So the injured guy made it back. Menk? Who only knows? I really hope he turns up. He is a great soldier on this game. I really hope he turns back up. Wellinger, how can I help you? The whole group is exhausted. Maybe Herr Lieutenant will allow us a break if you ask him. Good luck with that one. I'm glad I found you. I got separated from you in the field. It's been a chaotic couple of hours, but I'm back now. Where's Menk, Dana? Where's Menk? You left him behind. How's the field hospital? It's full again. Here and more men are coming, but we will do everything in our power to save Fram, Herr Unterofficer. Okay. Oh, wait, sorry. Is there something else? No. Sorry, I guess not. Very bad recovery added. Bad recovery added. Good recovery. Woo! What do I have? I'm down in 4 soldiers. And of course there's more rats. I think I've had rats now. What is that? 3 turns in a row or 4 turns in a row? Kill and cook the rats. Appoint 2 men to patrol the boundaries. Ask for a favor. I don't approve of people wanting special treatment. This isn't going to work, is it? I'm going to do it anyway. No, I didn't think so. Only those who work hard need a break. Judging by your recent performance, you still have some catching up to do. That's probably going to really badly hurt. Yep, there goes about a 25 score in the prestige department. Well, however bad it sounds, rats be damned. Because I have to help in the field hospital. Because I need to try and get Fram to save his life. Now, I can't avoid guard duty. That's simply going to be you two. No, it's not. It's going to be the other two. If there's any hope of saving Fram, although I'm very much expecting by next turn, Fram's going to have fever. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, did we even make it to next turn? Lotz had been getting drunk all evening with some of his comrades. It was already late when all of a sudden he bellowed into the crowd. It's all bollocks. How much longer we're supposed to croak here in the mud for this bloody war? Soldiers around him fell silent. Some looked over at me. It was my job to be there for him. Let's try. He is fairly outspoken. He is fairly sociable, so I think I have some hope. Losing battle in any mode really hurts. And as we said, it quite possibly was my fault. But I didn't want Fram to die. I mean, he was so close to making it back to me. If he just stepped one more little bit that turn, you know, then he could have gotten injured where I was, and then I would have been fine. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. After a while, the other soldiers resumed their conversations. Oh, wait, sorry. I got up, sat next to him, and said, "Soldier, you mustn't lose heart. We need you here just as much as your comrades. Sleep it off, and tomorrow the world will already look brighter again." "You're right," he mumbled, and then staggered into his tent. Okay, how we don't tell me I got a dead soldier. Ah, damn it! Just lost a guy. I was writing reports when the sounds of the busy activity in our camp gradually died down around me. Instead, I heard quiet, serious voices. When I left the tent to see what had happened, the men stood together, crestfallen. Wellinger was in their midst, visibly fighting tears. He looked up at me and tried to compose himself. Herr und Officer. I went to the field hospital to visit Fram. He's dead. Fram died. Some lowered their heads, but many of their eyes were now on me. I hate losing soldiers in this game. I mean, you know, he was seriously wounded with very bad recovery. Wasn't looking good for him. But I was hoping I could get him to hold on for at least a turn, and then I honored his sacrifice to the Vaterland. There are a few of us that are patriotic. Fram gave his life for Kaiser and Vaterland, I implored my men. I made sure the men understood that his death was not without purpose. On the contrary, it served a higher cause. Would you look at that? We get a replacement straight away. Who is it? It's Linux. I do love Linux. I am Peter Linux. Hello, Linux. Grief has been added. Wow, hard grief has been added. That's because they're compassionate, I would assume. And yet it doesn't get any easier. And you can't get rid of grief from what I can tell either. Wow, the mood has... Grief really crushes your morale. Finally back. I've been trying to find my way back for days. Meg made it back. Well, there's at least one bit of good news. I was constantly stopped and suspected of being a deserter, even though it was you who left me behind on the field and not the other way around. Anyway, water on the ridge, I'm back after all. Sorry. Obedience reinforced removed. Positive events removed. Shock and horror changed to jaded. Yeah. Change to respectful and also change to respectful from neutral and favorable. Okay, that's not a bad thing. Optimistic removed. Change to favorable. Bad mood added. Double rations removed. Change to just hospital full. Oh, his wound's getting worse. That's not good. He's now tired. Somewhat jaded. Tired of war. And grief. How have we got what we've got? Current wound is getting worse. You send some people here to lend us a hand, I might be able to spend a little more time on him. I will try. Hold that thought. Is there anything else? The supply is slowly running low. I think we're going to have to deal with the rat cistern. These villagers are suspect. We have to go patrol the village. What's that leave me with? 4. That leaves me with 1 person. In that case, I almost clicked the green button and had nobody do anything. Offer help. Oh. Right, so pest control. The light duty. So I'm going to give it... I think Wellinger's actually slightly injured. No, he's not. But hang on, no. Patrol the village. Tolerant. So that's going to be Mank and Lots. Pest control will then be Wellinger and Dana. And so assist in the hospital. Ooh. Have we given it to someone who's fairly compassionate? Yeah, maybe that'll actually help. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I think it might hurt them more because they're more emotional. But I also do actually hope, you know, being fairly compassionate means he'll put extra effort into helping the injured soldiers. I'm not quite sure. I'm really not quite sure how that one goes. Everyone's in a bad mood. And of course, I'm not going to be able to give them double rations. But we'll see how this goes. Since we were far from the nearest field bookstore, soldiers could only get books or newspapers by mail. When a mobile war library stopped near us, the Blindung Scanone, the mobile war library, some of my soldiers made their way there, but lots who presumably hadn't noticed my presence yet only commented. They only have the military leadership's capitalist brainwashing anyway. You've got a point, but at least it keeps the boredom at bay. Wow. Lots is demoralized. I need this to go well. I remarked with a shrug. Lots looked disconcerted for a moment. He probably hadn't expected me to hear his line. But when he realized that I would not denounce his critical words towards the military leadership, he relaxed. Granted, Marx is not something you read for relaxation, he replied with a huge laugh before following the others after all. Come on. And he needs... Oh, look at that go. Look at that go. Come on, make it. Oh, I'm still in a bad mood. Lots. And a treat. Why do you people bring this to my attention? I told you. Go tell another under-officer. He did gain a full bar. Good weather? I have never seen good weather on this game in my life. Never. Kind old sun may not be able to rouse everyone, yet its warm touch often ignites a spark of hope and relief in even the darkest of souls. Okay, he's now gone from respectful to neutral. Can't blame him for that. Negative events removed. Tired of war increased. That looks like it decreased. That was lots, right? Oh, I suppose increased. Kind of, yeah, I get that. Maybe. Low supply stock, that's not what I wanted. Hospital full, added. Look at it, yeah, good weather. We've got good weather. Who would have thought? How are you doing? You still have a bad recovery. Oh, come on. Let's not lose 2 people. If I get high grief on everybody, I'll never make it through this. Sunny added. Good weather, good weather, good weather. Positive events. Change to neutral. Like I said, I can't blame him. I kind of left him behind in a trench. Good weather is always a cause for joy and relief, even if there isn't much to be happy about. Okay, well, we've got some joy and relief coming in. Do not give me bad news, please. It's getting worse. I might be able to spend a little more time on him. Oh, come on, let's not lose him, please. He's planning an attack. Prepare the men for battle. There's something else. Tasked with guard duty. Okay. Request additional provisions. I'll see what I can spare for you. Thank you. We've just got enough people. My people are going to get no rest. Oh, we've got no engagement in 2 turns. I have to rest as many people as I can next turn. Guard duty, latrine duty. Linux never complains. That's one of the great things about Linux on this one. Pick up food. It's a very easy task, in fact. We'll give it to one of my... Meg. You're in the process of possibly... Maybe you can get some treatment for your injury whilst you're there. Hey, why not? At guard duty, we are left with Lots and Wellinger. Somebody might... Oh, what's going on? We've gotten rid of the rats. Are they, though? Or is this just until next turn? Okay, we've got a very full docket. And, oh, pray, folks, just pray. I can get 1 turn of up to double field rations as well. It'd be lovely. Oh, come on, no! Oh, no, cool. Ah, I thought it was going to be another death. I couldn't take it. Loud voices carried over to me as I made my usual rounds that afternoon. Several of my men surrounded Dana, who was seizing a soldier from another troop by the collar. Among the bystanders was Linux. Even at a distance, I could hear Dana shouting at the other soldiers. Traitors like you will get us all killed here. I took Linux aside and had him explain what was going on. I've never seen this event before. Haven't you heard, Herr Unterofficer? Italy's joined the war as well, he said, as if that explained everything. That's when I remembered. The name of the soldier Dana was clutching. Tony Collini. He's not unpatriotic. I intervened and had the 2 of them separated. Dana, will you... How is Dana doing? Oh, he's not doing great. I intervened and had the 2 of them separated. What's going on here, I demanded to know. Dana had to be restrained by one of the men so as not to go straight back to charging at the other soldier. Hang on. Isn't this the guy that everyone else was having a go at for being Al Manx? And now he's having a go at the Italian? That's just rude. What a bastard, he raged. The likes of him are not to be trusted. Such criminals shouldn't be allowed to fight with us. The other man gasped and replied, I won't be treated like that. I'm a German too, with a passport and everything. Dana huffed. Don't make me laugh. The name speaks for itself. Collini wasn't about to put up with this. The fact that my father came from Italy hardly makes me a traitor. Again, I feel like Dana's not the one to be bringing this up. Hang on, what have we got? He's patriotic, completely by the book, somewhat jaded, very courageous, but fairly outspoken. We're all comrades here. But he's not very sociable, he's not very distant. As long as you do what your superior says, you can't go wrong. Then do what your superior says, Dana. That's what I'm going to go for. I decided to remind Dana that we were all comrades here. Leave the man alone, Dana, I interrupted the argument. He's one of us now, and he's fighting alongside us. Dana was about to reply when Linux put a hand on his shoulder. Come on, let it go. Scoffing, Dana turned away. I waited until the group dispersed. I don't know if that's been changing whilst it's been on the screen, but let's see if we can get him into average. And then went on my way. Ah, I thought I was maybe going to have a word with him. The experience made me think. Having Italy in the war would definitely make the war bigger, and the resentment against Italian immigrants would probably not subside anytime soon. Should I have handled it differently? What would this development mean for the war and for us? Sometimes you forget about the rest of the world here at the front, and then it suddenly caught up with us on days like this. Ba-na-na-na. Continue. Don't. Okay, no, we haven't lost another soldier yet, but it's still not a good thing. The general commotion in the camp seemed unusually distant and dull, almost as if a veil were over the soldiers who had gathered in our camp. They sat in silence, watching Dana. Hey, he's content. Love it. Sort through Fram's personal belongings. He seemed to be fighting back tears. I silently joined them. I don't know if this is how it's going to go. Well, I have had this once before, and when I shooed the audience, the guy got upset that he didn't have any moral support. For the fight that he's fighting back tears as well, I'm going to go for I silently joined them this time and see if I get a better response. The men looked tensed. Time and again, their eyes flitted uncertainly to me. One by one, they excused themselves and disappeared until hardly anyone remained except Dana and me. Sometime later, Dana came to me with a pile of disorganized paper, letters, notes, pictures. These belong to Fram, he informed me. His family should have them, but I don't have the address. I'll take care of it. I believe this is very much my duty as under officer. I promised him and took the bundle. The lieutenants surely had a way to get personal information. Dana nodded and thanked me. Did that get him even better? No, he stayed the same. Okay, we have a field hospital. Is he still... Oh my god, his recovery's even worse. What do they need me to do? I keep giving them people. And yet, we just can't get a good recovery. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do, folks. Mood is bad. Why is my prestige low? Cumberbund has developed a severe fever. If I could spare a man. And then, of course, there's Lots has been admitted to the field hospital after collapsing at work. Sure, you don't know what to do. Pull yourself together and do as I tell you, Herr Officer. I'm giving you orders, not requests. Didn't I do what he told me? Did I mess this up? Did I miss something? Like, I've lost a lot of prestige. Has barely lifted a finger in the... Ah, maybe it's because I've got low morale, so now everyone's not doing their job. He's, of course, going to give me a job. With guard duty. Ask for a favor. Find a fallen soldier's family. Alright, I'll get the address of your fallen soldier's family, but I can't do this for every fallen soldier. Otherwise, we still wouldn't be in Paris a year from now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That cost me a lot of prestige. Like, I know he doesn't like giving people favors, but I didn't think that would cause that. Collapse added, negative events added, positive events removed. Change to seriously wounded, somewhat jaded removed. Low prestige added. Positive events added. Change to somewhat jaded. Positive events increased. Change to very low prestige. Okay, yeah, so he's just not somewhat jaded. He's not compassionate either, but he's just not jaded. Well, I have to do guard duty. I mean, if I don't do guard duty, the guy's going to fire me and send me home. Linux and Dana. And I'm going to the thing with 4 soldiers. I've never seen someone recover from a fever. But I don't think I'm going to get a good outcome. Although, I've also never had the treat fever option. That's never actually come up. It's always just been, we'll see what we can do for your soldier, and then he dies from the fever. How about it sounds? If only I still had Fram here. He's qualified in first aid. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe you literally need everything possible. I can't leave myself to just let him go. And I don't think he's going to make it anyway with the way this game goes, but I can't leave myself to let him go. I'm going to have to. Sorry, one of my pub goers. So sorry. I'm going to have to, You're going to have to treat the fever. I mean, I very much agree with you that we should possibly just leave him and rest for the battle, but I can't bring myself to do it. I just can't. No one wants to speak to me. The supply is slowly running low. Is there anything else? Don't tell me there's rats. Supply's coming okay. I'll only give up half rations for the time being before we end up in that kind of trouble again right away. Wait, what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You don't go give my troops half rations. Oh, what? That's not going to help my recovery. Okay, let's see what happens. We're going to an engagement next turn, so... Okay, I'm terrified. I was writing reports when the sounds of busy activity in our camp gradually died down around me. Instead, I heard quiet, serious voices. When I left the tent to see what had happened, the men stood together, crestfallen. Wellinger was in their midst, visibly fighting tears. He looked up at me and tried to compose himself. Herr Unterofficer, I went to the field hospital to visit Kummerbund. He swallowed and his voice broke. He's dead. Kummerbund died. Some lowered their heads, but many of their eyes were now on me. I'm gonna... He was very patriotic himself, so... I made sure my men understood that his death was not without purpose. There's only so many times they're going to accept that, though. Look at the mood. I don't believe it. Look at that. Grief increased. Grief is high amongst my soldiers. Grief added. Tide of war. Meager rations. Change to jaded. He's gone down to oh no, he's gone up to respectful. That's good. And they've gone to camaraderie. That's good as well. Positive events increased. Okay. Change to just strained. Oh, he's been at the pub, hasn't he? Good recovery removed. Lightly wounded removed. That's good. Change to low prestige. That's also good. Tide of war increased. Yes. Yeah, my soldiers are not... It's really not one of those runs. Okay, I need to get through the next battle perfectly. We're marching to battle. I need to get through this next battle perfectly to have any hope here. Let's go. I am at that point now, ladies and gentlemen. I just need to run to the bathroom. So, you'll excuse me. We're going to stay on this loading screen for a couple of minutes. I shall be right back. Hello again. I like your enthusiasm about winning the battle, but actually God is not on our side because we've lost our priest. So we may have lost his favor for this continuing battle, so I'm not quite sure. This battle will be decided by our artillery. The orders are to work your way into one of the well-protected covers in front of the enemy trench. Hold out there. As soon as the artillery comes to a standstill, attack immediately and finish off the rest. Okay. Me and my 4 soldiers are ready for this. We're so not. Move to area. I assume that area, yep, is in that direction. Right. Now... kind of forward. All the other guys need to get into position. I've still got my barbed wire cut. I'm going to advance one. Actually puts me in better cover, so... And if I move, hopefully I won't be being targeted quite so much. And I'm going to hold there for a couple of turns. Cut some barbed wire. Let my other guys catch me up, because everybody else is quite far back. This again, this is a new map for me, definitely. Hey! Look at that, that barbed wire's been cut. First turn, first hit. Mank, he's a legend. Done, I've cut a path through the barbed wire. Why do I hear screaming? I still have to move to an area. How are you guys doing? How about on the right-hand side? Ah, you guys are still with me. Okay, well, you guys are going to suppress. Means I should be able to move. It's a run. It's a run and a half. It has significant danger. That only has moderate danger. But it does put me in a much worse cover. I could find some equipment, though. Let's go. I think I can do this. Also, it's going to stay here for a couple of turns and let the other guys catch up, but we're leaving a guy behind. No! Oh, one of my guys just got injured. And one of my guys did get left behind. Linux, he joins my troop one day and then he gets injured the next. And he's bleeding. And I'm so close to making it to the front. I am, however, being flanked right now. That's where I came from, right? Lone German soldier. Wounded German soldier. That's where I need to be, but that continues to put me in a flanking position. Linux was wounded on the way here. We have to help him. Wellinger couldn't catch up with us. Yes. I don't know why he stopped. Now, I don't think this guy's... Is he going to crawl to us? Because he's not down. I have to go back and get him. Look at that mood. I'm in bad mood. This might be a very short playthrough. It's alright, Wellinger. You can stop there. I am now being flanked. This is a terrible place to be in. Bandage him up. Please do it in one turn. Although, wait, I'm going to... I'm going to get him bandaged up, but I'm going to move my other guys forward. And hopefully they can rejoin me. So I don't want... Ah, only one of my guys moved. Okay then. I have one guy currently in this fight. And I can't really do anything. Dana couldn't catch up with us. Is there anything else? That was pretty close. Right then. Hey, but at least the weather's good. But I can't suppress anybody with one person. And I can't do coloring fire. I may as well just search the crate. Keep your head down, search crate. Let's wait for everybody else to catch up. Nobody has made it yet. Oh, he's wounded! He's trying to return for troops. He's doing first aid for Dana. Okay, and he's wounded. And Wellinger is going to be getting very lonely. That's all I know. Shock removed, bleeding removed, under moderate fire. Well, do you know what? It's time to one-man army this. The other guys will catch up. This is going horribly. But at least if I get here, I won't fail the mission. And hopefully the rest of my troops can trickle forward. Hold this position at all costs. Oh, no. They're returning to troops and he got wounded. Right. They're both back there. Maybe they can pick them up on the way. Who knows? Who only knows? Excuse me, folks. Oh, I can throw a hand grenade. I can do that with one troop. Throw a hand grenade at troop number 5. Look at them in their amazingly covered position. That was pretty close. Throw one of our grenades. Oh, they're advancing on me. Okay, we're still one-man armying it. Got 2 people there. And lone German soldier. Well, we've got 2 lone German soldiers technically, but we do have... I can't retreat though, I can't fail this mission. But I also can't have another person die on me. I think, I truly think this might be the end, folks. No, don't move to the next cover. Let's throw another grenade. Got the grenades? Keep launching them. Okay, my other 2 guys are going to join me, but unfortunately... I mean, this is a guy that... Oh, he's crawling backwards. Wait, what? Oh, wait, who? No? Where's Dana? Hey, Linux here. Is that not Dana next to me? It is. He's in the he's in the next piece of trench. Hold the trench. Just keep holding. I mean, we are pushing the French back a little bit, I think. We've got 3 of our guys with us. Wellinger is no longer a one-man army. Menk, on the other hand, he's gone. Hopefully he makes it back, and he's going to be very upset at me with abandoning him twice. Now, I'm going to step across one and see if we can't get this barbed wire cut open. I've lost my barbed wire cutter. Attack, storm the trenches. Well, I can't, actually, unfortunately, as I need to cut through some barbed wire. Minnick? I mean, because the only place I can go is sideways, so I really do need to... I can go around, kind of. No. Let's cut this barbed wire. Yeah, cut it. I should be able to charge now. Let's see if we can get some prisoners, because... Woo! Yeah, we need prisoners. We need some prestige. Drop right next to me. Yeah, now cut a path through the barbed wire. Yeah, you have. You're fantastic. Advance. I will technically be in such a bad position, but there are... Oh, hang on. Dead. Wounded. Wounded. There are 2 wounded French soldiers. How about here? No? That's not particularly good either. Are there any... Oh, what do we got here? Wounded? Lone French soldier. Oh, go get them. That is in a flanked position, though. But I really want to get into these trenches because... I mean, that's not flanked, but it's in close quarters combat. So I don't want to fail this mission. I really don't. Right, let's go to where I'm going for now so I don't fail the mission. Oh, too far forward. I can't technically go to there. supposed to be flanked everywhere, though. Although it's supposed to be flanking them back. And hopefully, more to the point, hopefully they get pushed backwards by my allies as well. I'm just going for a chocolate biscuit. Let's go. Let's go get some French prisoners. I need the prestige. Oh, I think he just died on me. Dana has close combat training, actually. He has, yeah, I am being flanked so badly. About the prisoner. Turn to the trench. Leave. I think he died. Don't shoot. Je suis pas dangereux. J'ai Siangni? Please help me. Oh no, he's still alive. He's not actually. No, he is dead. He is definitely dead. So what I'm going to do... It's exhausting and it's stressful. I'm going to send Wellinger because he's fast. I'm going to move then, basically. Because this is a terrible position. I'm going to advance around the corner. Oh, I'm going to advance twice around the corner. Go. Get into great position. Secure me a prisoner. And maybe I can even charge from here and get a couple more prisoners. That was pretty close. The shop was right next to me. My troops are just in such bad condition. My heart is racing like crazy. I'm in an abysmal mood. I do have low prestige, but I think I can improve that. I want to kind of keep sneaking forward a little bit, but I'm not going to, I don't think. Oh, let's search the knapsack. Why not? Because I do kind of want the opportunity to capture a few more prisoners. If it's really good for prestige, I need it. Because I think I'm going to be asking favors of von Karsbrook again soon. Oh. Have we pushed them back? Hey, allies! Hold the line and make sure they don't change their mind. Oh, look at that prestige go up. Found some ammunition, I like it. We won't run out of ammunition at least. I mean, I don't want to be seen to do anything that is retreating, but I'm just quickly looking for any French soldiers that might be lying around. Potentially be captured. Well, they seem to be retreating, so I'm going to try and flank them. Like I said, you know, if I get another soldier and if the prestige is worth a lot, then I don't know. My prestige just shot up. I don't know if that's from succeeding on the mission or from capturing the French soldier, but it went. I got about half a bar. Can I capture him? Or will he just walk past me? I think I can get it. And I'll still be flanking, so... Oh, is this guy coming? Can I get two? Come join me. Oh, now I'm being flanked. That's not good. Although I'm hoping these guys are going to keep retreating, so... he's surrendering. Do not shoot, please. I give up. Oh, can I not escort him? I guess not. Oh, we've got people behind us as well. Oh, we've got lots of people behind us. I'm going to jump in here. Out of danger. That guy could... Yeah, you're getting off lightly, my friend. Your troops are surrendering. Somebody wants to talk. Do not shoot, please. I give up. About the prisoner. Go into the trench. About the prisoner. Go to the trench. Leave. Oh, I can escort 2 prisoners. That actually leaves no one in the trenches. How does that work? Does anybody know? If I send both of my guys to escort people back, am I technically still here? Well, we'll send Vimont back at least. We've got a lot of troops surrendering. So again, that should massively help push up my prestige. I don't know. Maybe I'll search crates for a turn instead as well. Maybe we can send the other guy back next turn. Can't give him first aid though, which is interesting. Oh, we've got some French beside us, still shooting. What could we have? Oh, one's down. About the prisoner. We haven't got about the prisoner in us yet. There was still a bit of ammunition and first aid supplies. I took everything I could find. And Wellinger is back. Oh, he's escorting Beaumont to the field hospital. Interesting. Covering fire for Linux. Definitely do that one. Don't want to risk anyone getting injured. Come on, shoot this guy. Get him out of here. We showed them we are victorious. 3 hurrahs for the Kaiser. Is he gonna... No, he's not gonna surrender to me? Okay. Okay, we're still on average prestige for the next level. We've managed to get some of our prestige back at least. Our people, on the other hand, which is how I think my last playthrough fell apart as well, they're all in such a bad mood that they don't do any of their jobs. So my prestige also then just completely and utterly collapses. Light stress added, bad recovery added. Good recovery added. Change to strained. Bleeding removed. Hospital full added. Right. Resupply came in. I had to bring the ration direct. Yes, we have food. Leave. Hey, von Karsbrook. How can I help you? The French will have a hard time stomaching this defeat, but that's no reason to rest your laurels. I expect full commitment, Herr Unterofficer. Your unit is tasked with guard duty. Oh yeah, we're missing someone, aren't we? We lost someone just before we went into the battle. Thank you for taking the wounded to the field hospital as quickly as possible, even though they were not members of your troop. That should be a given. I just have the feeling that it's not. But it helps us immensely if we can treat the wounded as quickly as possible. Okay, so does this get me any favors? We'll take good care of Menk. Thank God we currently have the means to provide the best care for his recovery. Menk's wound is getting worse. I mean... is this about to just collapse like the last one? Is he just about to get worse and worse and worse like Cumberbund? Offer help. I will send one person to help, although I don't really have the people available to do this. Yeah, I can see someone collapsing in my future. Is anyone of you guys injured? Yeah, you're injured, aren't you? Although more to the point. Linux. Linux can't collapse. He's a machine. Hopefully that gets rid of hospital full. Hopefully then Menk can start to recover. Oh wow, who else wants something? Will allow us a break if you ask him. Yeah, I don't think so. Do not tell me. I'm glad I found you. I got separated from you in the field. It's been a chaotic couple of hours, but I'm back now. And I'm unbelievably happy you're back with us, Linux. At least it's still sunny. You know, we can't fault the weather. The soldier Linnet was small but sturdy, and evidently didn't mind doing whatever needed doing. He took on even the most unpleasant tasks without complaint. Saw when help was needed somewhere and lent a hand. One morning, I saw Linux working on a task that I was sure I'd assigned to Wellinger. I approached him. Wow, he is demoralized. It's good that you're helping your comrades. Men like you are what we need here, Linux. Linux grinned and replied, "We have it good here. Everyone has something to eat and we have warm clothes. Our families back home are much worse off." We spoke briefly about families at home and the duties here at the front before I moved on. This soldier had obviously seen a lot. Oh. The general commotion at camp seemed usually distant and dull, almost as if a veil were over the soldiers who had gathered in our camp. They sat in silence, watching Linux sort through Cumberbund's personal belongings. I'm going to silently join them again. Oh, Linux mood went down. That's not good. I silently joined them. The men looked tense. Time and again their eyes flitted uncertainly to me. One by one they excused themselves and disappeared until hardly anyone remained except Linux and me. Some time later, Linux came to me with a pile of disorganized papers, letters, notes, pictures. They belonged to Cumberbund, he informed me. His family should have them, but I don't have the address. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it, I promised, and took the bundle. Nick nodded and thanked me. Ooh, and we have Hunt has come to... I did not change my food supply. Do not tell me we have rats, or I am going to cook you. Double rations. Yes, I was supposed to do that last turn. And he is seriously wounded. I don't think I'm going to get him to recover. You look like you're exactly the man I am looking for. Hair and officer, right? Wonderful. If I may introduce myself, Reinhard Hunt, your new guy. I hope my predecessor is fine. Yay, he's great. Oh, he changed to tired. He also became tired, but that's not too bad. Sunny is... It's no longer sunny. It's all going to fall apart. Mega rations removed. Seriously wounded. Good weather removed across the board. And mega rations added because I forgot to change it. Hospital full. Menk is on the brink of death. I do what I can, but he's not the only one who needs my attention. Please send me people to help us out here. Maybe if I have more time, I can help him. See who else wants what. Wellinger is not doing much. We have a few prisoners. I'm on guard duty. Oh, it's mate. Look at that prestige drop down. It's going to hurt my prestige a lot. I'll get you the address of your fallen soldier's family, but I can't do this for every fallen soldier. Yeah, you can. Please just don't drop down a level. Okay, good, it stopped. But my mood of my people went up slightly. Changed to very compassionate. Moved to the somewhat jaded. Positive events added and increased. And that's what we need, folks, because... Why would you tell me this? Again, I keep telling these people these things. I don't even know what I'm doing this for anymore. It just never ends. Forever on and on to our doom. If you say so, Herr Under Officer. His relationship changed to neutral. What I need? I'm really going to be pushing this now. While I still have a couple of bottles of wine in stock, I'll give you one, but please don't waste it. That's going to ruin my prestige. Yep. Whoa. That really melts your prestige. I know it was going to do something, but that was painful. Yeah, Wellinger. Although I say that, maybe I should be focused on the guys that are actually... Yeah, do you know what? Where's Dana? Is Dana? Dana. The wound is healing well, Hound Officer. I think I'm fit for duty. I'm pleased to hear you are satisfied with me. Have a bottle of wine. There you go. Look at his mood go up. Ask him, what's the point? Bigger rations. Tide of war removed. Camaraderie. Positive events increased. Changed to bad mood. We got the mood back up. Oh, actually quite nicely as well. Very nice. Positive events increased. Optimistic added. Low prestige added though. Changed to neutral. Oh, look at that. He's very happy. Linux. We're not going to give actually you guys anything at this point. Right, and I'm going to send one guy to the field hospital again, although I need to let the rest... Oh, hard decisions. I mean, are my efforts just going to be wasted again? I don't want them to be, but I don't know what else I can do. I'm going to leave it for a turn. Latrine duty. New guy, you're on latrine duty. Guard duty. I'm going to let Wellinger relax, because he is in a terribly foul mood. Let's see how this goes. Hunt looked neat and well groomed, and yet I noticed right away that his appearance did not entirely comply with the regulations. Only when he came closer did I realize that he wore a blue forget-me-not in his buttonhole and had turned up the collar of his uniform jauntily. His sleeves had also been skillfully and prominently rolled up. You look fancy. Hunt was pleased. Yes, I have a flair for aesthetics, he declared. When the war is over, I'll make films that capture the beauty of this world. You work on films. It was at this moment that Hunt really came to life. He talked about the budding film industry that was just beginning to flourish and how we had gained a foothold in it. At first, I only operated the projector in the cinema. Then the owner of the cinema, who also owns a film production company, started using me more and more for all kinds of work. He never stopped talking, and I listened attentively until we were interrupted. Yeah, potentially another collapse gamble. He's still alive. Good recovery removed, because he's no longer lightly wounded. That's good. Hunt's optimistic. Physically fit added. Lovely. Negative events. Yep, that's not a shock. Tired removed. Hopefully we'll actually get him back soon. Negative events removed. Change down to strain. How's his morale? Oh, he's up and dejected. We're up onto neutral morale, more to the point. We are in low prestige. Low food supplies. Bad mood removed. All on double rations. Positive events increased. We will soon be relieving our comrades in the trenches, Herr Unterofficer. Make sure your people are ready to march. I consider you redeemed of your previous lapses. To make sure I don't have to question you again. These villagers are suspect. Keep hearing stories of attacks by Frank's terrors on our comrades along the front. What does that give us? Patrol the village? I'm still in low prestige, but apparently I have redeemed myself, which is... I'm just going to accept it. I wish there were more people like you in leadership positions around here. Thanks. Menk is on the brink of death. I'll do what he can, but he's not the only one around here. Oh, what else have we got? Our supplies are running low. The situation remains uncertain. I will only serve standard rations. Okay. So, let us... I'm going to send one person to help. I don't know if it's going to do anything. We are, we literally are walking along a knife edge, and we have been for a while. So we're going to patrol, and we have available to patrol. It's going to be you, and you. We're going to leave Dana to recover, because he is exhausted. And then we are going to add Hunt. You vote to leave him. I can't leave him. I just can't do it. It's not me. Like, I kind of agree with you that this is probably all a waste of my effort. But I can't leave him. I just can't do it. I go to the trenches in 2 turns. Why do I feel like they were in fact just wanting me to assign somebody to him, so that then they have somebody to write in this report that can come to me and tell me he's dead? Wellinger was in their midst, visibly fighting tears. He looked up at me and tried to compose himself. Menk died. Some lowered their heads, but many of their eyes were now on me. I'm going to openly mourn the loss of a comrade. I joined Wellinger and the other men in their grief. I primarily wanted to be there for my remaining soldiers, especially at this moment. But their fellowship and comfort undoubtedly carried me through this difficult time as well. Menk may no longer be with us, but his absence would only bring us closer. Can you run out of soldiers on this? Because I feel like I'm going through them far too quickly. There's not going to be any replacements. Oh, Lotz is back with us, though, although he is... Yep, he's not going to be good for much for a while. Everybody is kind of badly demoralized. I consider you redeemed for your previous lapses. Your unit is tasked with guard duty. Why has it got... No, it's still low prestige. That's interesting. The supply is slowly running low. I loathe giving the men insufficient rations, but it could become necessary soon. Not today, my friend. Not today. Lotz is ready for duty again, Herr Unterofficer. I released him from the field hospital. We've had enough time to take good care of him, but that won't always be the case. Please take it easy on your people to prevent such avoidable consequences of exhaustion in the future. He is probably not in very good condition. Oh. His wound has also removed. He is down to strained as well. Double rations unfortunately removed. Lapse removed. Positive events increased. I've got to question some of my soldiers' whims, to be honest. He's not going to go on guard duty because he won't do it, quite frankly. Neither will Wellinger. So they need to rest. Hunt, it's going to be you again. And... going to be... Dana or Linux? I think it's Linux. This is, oh, it's gonna be dangerous. One evening, Dana was sitting in front of his tent, polishing his boots with dedication. Lotz came up and quietly watched for a bit before asking, "Why do you even bother? They'll just get dirty again." Dana frowned. "Sort of clothes and homes, and still you clean those, don't you?" Lotz shrugged. "But those don't get dirty every other step. Our boots do, especially in this mud. Besides, who am I supposed to impress with my shiny boots around here? Von Karsbrook. Go impress him with some shiny boots. We need the love." Hearing that, Dana paused, laid down his cleaning rag, and locked eyes with Lotz, his expression somber and grave. Honor demands that a German soldier is to represent the Vaterland at all times. With a contemptuous downward gaze, he added, "And your boots are a disgrace to the Vaterland." He is somewhat patriotic. He is unpatriotic, isn't he? Yes. "And your boots are a disgrace to the Vaterland." Lotz rolled his eyes dismissively. It was then that he noticed me, and for a moment worry flashed across his face. Herr Unterofficer? Now, I could choose to side with Lotz, at which point Dana is going to drop down, and he hasn't got a lot to drop down with. But Lotz, on the other hand, has nothing. So, do I attempt to keep some happy and just keep the rest rested, or... Oh. The Vaterland does not concern itself with your boots, as you were, which I suppose is just me walk away. And... I don't know, maybe they'll both be happy. Maybe they'll probably both be unhappy. Clean your dirty boots. I'm gonna have to go down the middle and go for as you were. I feel like both of them are gonna be unhappy. That seemed to irritate Dana. Okay, we'll see how we look after this. Maybe. This morning, Lotz was nowhere to be found. Oh, he's gone. He had a little bit more morale, and then I sided with him. What's his problem?
When I was told that his personal belongings were also no longer in his tent, it was immediately clear to me what must have happened. Lotz had deserted. Ooh, there's another one down. Like I said, can you run out of troops? Because I think I'm gonna run out of troops. This is falling apart rather quickly. I reported this to the lieutenant as quick. I need the brownie points, quite frankly. And he immediately set the Feldgendarmerie in motion to arrest the deserter. Through my quick report, I had at least been able to prevent Lotz from extending his lead. Nevertheless, the lieutenant gave me a half-hour speech in which he clearly expressed his displeasure about my, in his opinion, twofold failure. That Lotz had been able to escape unnoticed, but above all that it had come to this at all, which he linked to a lack of discipline in my troop. That's probably going to hurt my prestige, isn't it? Yes. All my days. That destroyed my prestige. And my troops are in a bad mood. Have your people ready. We're going back to the trenches. Oh, dear Lord. Well, let's continue to knife edge this and see how far we can get. I mean, of course, we haven't even been told about home leave yet, so we've got a while to go. We need to fetch rations. Go back to camp in 10 turns. It used to be 8. It's now increased by 2 turns. Oh, and I can fix a defensive position, but that's not going to happen, let's be honest. I received some discarded construction plans from our pioneers. I am convinced that we should carry them out after all. That's why I'm ordering you to take care of them. Choose 2 of the smaller structures and complete them before you're withdrawn from the trench. Okay. This is your final warning. No other jobs, though. Ooh. Dugout. Defensive position. Set up barbed wire. Build a defensive position. Set up ladders. Do they all take the same amount of stuff? What about on the other side? Rebuild emplacement. Set up barbed wire. I feel like rebuild will take 3 soldiers. Yes, it will. What if they all take 3 soldiers? It doesn't fail if I don't do it this turn. So, yeah, they all seem to... Oh, no. Set up barbed wire takes 2. So I'm going to set up barbed wire for now, I think. Although, do I take this opportunity? Although my soldiers are all very tired. But they don't rest anyway. I'm going to go for it. Rebuild that emplacement. And Lennox, please get me some food. I'm sure my mood will, of course, keep dropping. Hardly any ammunition added. We're running low on ammunition. Von Carsbrook, how can I help you? We need more space for reinforcements for ammunition as the basis for our future victory. You are to order some people to help our pioneers dig more bunkers. Okay. And we won't be setting up the barbed wire this turn. That's all I've got on this side. But I can obviously just remove that as a task, which is good. But I'm just going to click these on. Yeah, so defensive... Oh, ladders only take 1 person. And that does count. What I'm going to do is... Just so my screen's a little bit tidier. Now I know what they all take. Go back to the dugout. Right. I have to dig bunkers, which sucks. Hunt and Dana. Set up ladders, which will be Wellinger, and fetch some ammunition. Hopefully, this gets me some prestige back because I'm completing the task he gave me. Maybe somebody's about to collapse. The rats had been bothering us for days now. The shelter assigned to us was particularly badly affected, as there seemed to be more and more of them. At night, they crawled into our shirts and trousers, nibbled at our fingertips, and bit into our hair. Linux seemed to be particularly affected. With a pale face and bloodshot eyes, he said to me, Herr Unterofficer, I can't sleep a wink because of the rats. Is there nothing we can do about them? Let's go rat hunting. Again, can we eat the rats? We're always short on food because of rats. I'll be happy to help if it means we can finally get some sleep again, he agreed. He's motivated. I like it. I hope that this could really make a difference and not just put additional strain on my men. Perhaps it would also be good for the men to at least feel like they were doing something. Let's hunt some rats. We also need to fetch rations. I think my prestige went up. We're running low on ammunition. You just got some. An enemy plane was shot down by one of our own and went down behind our lines. However, the pilot was not found in the range and must be on the run. Send a patrol out. Right. With only 4 people, this all gets a little bit difficult. Removes rat infestation. I am going to ignore the ammunition and food and try and get them done next time. So, search for fugitive pilot. Completely by the book. How about hunting rats? Oh, well, you're going to have to go on hunting rats because you're quick. Then who do I want to search for the fugitive pilot? I'm going to give you 2. Although Linux was very up for this rat hunt, wasn't he? No, we'll keep it that way. We'll put hunt on rat hunting. And let's just hope the French don't attack next turn, because if they do, I'm dead. So that's we've had a quick view at the construction thing, and if I had managed to have a full squad come here, I'd actually be able to do quite a few of them. Fallen comrades had been lying next to our trench for far too long without us being able to take care of them. A terrible stench emanated from them. Every breath was a reminder of their death. The enemy gunfire of the last few days had finally subsided a while ago and had finally stopped completely this morning. So I ventured a look into no man's land. Hunt and Dana stood next to me and looked over the edge of the trench. Hunt pressed a handkerchief over his mouth and nose and muttered, "We can't leave them lying there like that, Herr Underofficer. They deserve a proper burial." Dana huffed. "So a couple more of us can join them. They're dead anyway, and they've already started to rot. Why put our own lives at risk?" I looked back and forth between the two, then at the bodies. "If you try to recover them as soon as possible, you both make good points. I'll see if we can try to recover them. We should only recover them if we have the time, and it's reasonably safe to do so. You both make good points. I'll see if we can try to recover them." Maybe that'll down the line it. I said diplomatically. I didn't want to make this decision in a hurry. Nevertheless, I should decide soon, because this task would become more unpleasant by the day. Dana. Didn't find the enemy pilot. Maybe the patrols were more successful. Hard to believe he made it through our lines and no man's land. Wellinger. We only have a few strips of ammunition left. Is there anything else? We hardly have anything to eat. It's also true. And von Karlsbruck. Another communication trench collapsed. Is there anything else? Another group caught the fugitive pilot. That daredevil really tried to sneak through our trenches at night. Even without his airy steed, he is still so brave and daring. Admirable. Truly a knight in flying armor that many of our ordinary soldiers and Unteroffizieri could take as an example. Well, good for you. Maintain trenches. I'm afraid I can't. So, we are going to try and do everything else. Now, this is more of a not compassionate kind of a thing, person, right? And no, I say that. Dana is not compassionate, and he said leave the dead out there. The rest of my guys are compassionate, and they want, well, Linux, I believe it was, wants me to go and recover them. So I'm going to give this to my compassionate people. And then ammunition for Linux and food for Dana. Delay will have consequences. Yes, I imagine I'm going to... I may even get fired. Or maybe the French will turn up. I'm not quite sure. Wellinger. We're running low on ammunition. Anything else? Something is going on in the French trenches. Someone should take a look. We need to... Although Von Carlsberg doesn't want anything, that's good. Okay, no, we did lose our compassion from sending them out. That's not good. Yeah, it should have been a jaded person. Okay, so we've got rations for 3 days. We do need to send someone to get ammunition. They are locked in hole up in the bunker. What have we got? Linux. I need a break. I am completely spent. Yes, I'm not going to recon. I think I'm just going to go get some ammunition because I feel like the French are coming. I'm completely spent. Ascend Linux. Assign a task. Please head officer. Can't it wait another day? Not really. Because if they attack and I've got no ammunition, it sucks. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to gamble. This could be a horrible, horrible decision. But no. It worked. No, we're still under heavy fire. We're running low on ammunition, and everybody's running low on morale. Not far from here, part of the trench has been hit, and now offers the enemy a direct opening. Let them come if you ask me, Herald Officer. We'll ambush them elsewhere. Is that this trench that I went and rebuilt? No, it's not. Good. Because I put effort into rebuilding that. I'd like it to stay that way. And obviously I'm not going to assign anybody to build anything in this condition. Dugouts. I have to go and get ammunition. Unfortunately, it's come to that. Linux. Sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Well, something changed in him. Fairly compassionate removed. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. We need you to, I need someone to go get some ammo. Oh. I mean, I have done the 2 construction projects, so I'm really hoping that gets me some prestige. Oh, my mood just tanked. Linux. We've run out of food. We're running low on we're always running low on ammunition, and it doesn't matter how much I grab. The debris is now blocking the direct route through the trench. There are still plenty of paths around it. So... Oh, rebuild emplacement. Got it. That's what's been added on. Oh, and set up barbed wire. Oh, we've got another set up barbed wire idea coming up. Set up barbed wire, build defensive position. Ah, there's rebuild emplacement, the one that collapsed. Rebuild emplacement. You're going to cost me 3 things. I haven't got 3 people to spare. Crazy. Von Carlsberg is still not doing anything, so right. Let's send 2 people to each job and see if I can actually get some ammo and... I can send them back to recover in camp. This is one of the updates they've gone and made. They've made the trench phase longer, and you can collapse, etc. But like I said, you have to send them back to camp to recover. I mean, it's become a lot. That makes it a lot harder, I think. Okay, everybody's in reserve. We have ammunition. We have food. Oh, the mood actually went up. The French have a sniper in the area who already shot some of our comrades. We should be extra careful in the near future. Yes, we should. Von Carlsberg doesn't want to do anything. And I don't think I'm going to be assigning any build orders. Right defensive position. What about our right defensive position? Assuming I got it. That's where you look at the trenches. I mean, a building replacement will cost me 3 people, and my people are falling down. No, I don't really want to build any barbed wire either. I received discarded construction plans from nevertheless, my order does complete 2 of these construction projects before we are sent back to camp. It's up to me to decide which ones. I have done 2. but it's not saying complete. That does worry me a little bit. I think I'm going to set up barbed wire here, because it still can kind of get in there, but I don't know. Obviously, I could. How come these guys don't rebuild some of their placements? You know, 3 soldiers stood here doing nothing. Have you guys rebuild? Put down some barbed wire. It's. I love how the graphics have stopped on the built version of it. Oh, hunt rats time again. We had a few days of peace and quiet, but now there are so many rats everywhere again. We can hunt them again. One day they should hopefully all be eradicated. Let's go rat hunting. Oh, Von Karsbeck wants something too. I see you have decided in favor of 2 buildings. Not the choice I would have made, but then I should have specified that, shouldn't I? Keep the building plans. If you have the capacity, you can continue to work on them. And I assume everything I work on will get me prestige, basically. I have very low prestige. Not a bad idea. Let's go rat hunting. Quick. And you're vengeful. Because I know you hate the rats. Now. Do I attempt to keep earning some brownie points? Is a question. I mean, can't really rebuild. It takes too many people. Well, that does allow them to get right into our trench. I don't quite see what this barbed wire does. I don't know if they can actually hop down into a trench. Most of the time, I feel like you have to follow the path. Which this keeps open anyway, so. Set up some barbed wire. That's what I'm up. I'm on just a little bit under the shoulder on the prestige. Oh, error. That shouldn't have happened. Continue with the game. Dana collapsed while working. We had him sent to the field hospital. I don't think he'll recover before we're relieved. Oh. Well, in which case... Can I take this guy off this project? I don't think we can. Oh! Hang on, maybe I can... Oh! Well, unfortunately, folks, I think the game's slightly messed up. Because I've had Dana collapse, who's right here. It seems to have... Hang on, let's see if I can turn this off. Can't turn it off because there's... Yep, I think we've, I think unfortunately the game was bugged, folks. Because Dana collapsed whilst we were in the middle of doing the job with him, it's taken him off the job, but it's not let me set anything new up, unfortunately. And I can't remove him or stop the task. Ah. Well, with that, folks, unfortunately, we're going to leave it there. I was hoping to keep playing, like I said, go all the way through. This was hopefully going to keep going for another hour or so, at least. But, well, with that bug, unfortunately, we were able to continue. And, well, let's just say I'm not going to restart a whole new one, because I do like the game, and I am happy to keep going. I was happy to keep going until finish, but let's just say restarting a 4 to 5 hour stream when you're 3 hours into it is probably not quite the way to go. So yeah, we'll leave it there. I'll potentially look to do another stream in a week or 2 weeks. I am going to try and now make streaming a more regular thing. Which game it's going to be will change on occasion. This one is quite nice, and obviously with the new update that just came out, it was quite a good time to play it. Whether it ends up being this one, or whether I take this one off streaming and then back to an episodal thing on the actual YouTube, I'm not too sure, but I will keep playing the game. Don't worry about that. There will be more All Quiet in the Trenches to come. But I suppose until then, thank you all very much for being here. Thank you all very much for keeping me company. especially those of you in chat. It's been very good having you here. Very good and very nice of you to keep me company. And maybe when we come back next time, we can attempt to do a bit better. Because let's be honest, at this stage we've lost 3 soldiers to death and 1 soldier to desertion. So it's not gone very well. Strangely on that though, I think my troops are actually in slightly better condition than by the end of my last one, maybe-ish. So yeah, I don't know what that tells you. But yeah, thank you all very much for joining me, and all that that leaves is for me to say, as per always, until next time, whether it be live on a stream or you're watching